Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, GDP.
And we are back for another week of absurdities. It's been a couple of weeks.
No, has it?
When we last dropped.
Just the week prior. It's only been last week.
It's been a couple of weeks. You know, I haven't been getting the content every week like I used to. But we're going to get it back in order. We're going to get shit back, tighten up. Hopefully, if Nate cooperates. Other than that, what you been up to, bro?
Nothing much. This past weekend, I was chilled up with the missus. We were doing an anniversary thing.
Y'all celebrate too many anniversaries, bro.
Yeah, we spoke on that, right? Because we talked about our...
Y'all do dating anniversary, wedding anniversary.
It's only
first
regular.
time you had sex anniversary.
It was our couple's anniversary, which was our 20th year.
That's your, like when you guys started dating?
Yeah.
That shit don't count, bro.
I don't know. Some people say that, some don't. But I'm saying, so it was our 20 year. Next
year,
just
ain't got shit to do. That's
next
why
year
still
comes our 10 year. Not true, because I just seen one just past week. LeBron just served his anniversary with his wife.
His what? His wedding anniversary?
Not his wedding. His LeBron. Here's my hot take. LeBron might be me in another lifetime. Because my son was joking, I was joking with my son. He was playing basketball. He had a basketball child, the youngest one. I was just playing basketball today. He's like, "You can't play basketball. You're old." I said, "What?" I said, "LeBron James is the same age as me." Or like, "You're younger."
That nigga just looked at you. That nigga just looked at you with disappointment after you said some shit like that. You can't tell your kid that. LeBron's my age.
You're like, what?
That nigga LeBron's a specimen, dad.
And then I looked up today, and they're showing how he and his wife had just celebrated their, I believe, 21 year together, and 9 years. It's one off. He's about to be married 10 years, and he's been with his wife 20 years. It's the same, almost the same exact thing. Was the same dynamic. So he's either got me by 1 year or 1 year less. I can't remember, but it wasn't the marriage one. It wasn't the 10-year marriage, I don't believe.
And y'all got kids the same age?
He might. How old is his oldest?
I think his oldest is like 16 or 17.
Yeah, so he might. This shit's crazy.
Yeah. Double, you know how they say you have a double.
Yeah, double. Yeah, LeBron lived my life. LeBron lived my life.
Bruh, you got the stick.
So, yeah, we were out there just chilling. You know, so we went up to the resort. We wanted to do something internationally, but my daughter had a doctor appointment on that Monday, so we just did the Ritz down here.
Flights coming every day, B.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do something short from Friday to Sunday. It's too short. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be worth going international just for... If it was...
I know people that fly to Italy for lunch, bro.
Oh, man, I don't look out like that. I really wanted to do something like that, but it was like... I was cool with doing something international and I don't like if the time plays a hand on it. If it's gonna be something short, I can't go all the way to the West Coast, so I'm gonna spend 6 hours on the plane both ways. That cuts into the adventure time. Mm-hmm. My wife wanted to do Key West, but she didn't want to fly that. She didn't want to fly out there. I was like, bro, we're saving on the flight. It's only like an hour flight from Orlando flying out, but I think it was like $500. She's like, nah, I'm not spending that. So I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you got to imagine the
time
difference.
versus money.
Time versus money. And she's doing that, always big on trying to go to QS.
We say it's an hour flight, but then you got to get to the airport 2 hours.
I don't know if you have to even get 2 hours ahead for a QS flight.
But okay, so
local flight type, an hour ahead usually does it.
All right, hour ahead, right? Yep. So that's plus an hour flight, plus about 30 minutes to check in, 40 minutes to get your bags. How much time is that? You're looking at
maybe 3 hours.
You're looking at 4 to 5 hours taking that flight.
Then about the ride
that's
alone
5 hours.
5-6 hours.
It's 5 hours. So you're not really saving no time unless you're traveling somewhere far. But when it's in state,
it don't make any sense.
You're not really saving time.
So you don't think you can't ever justify flying to Palm Beach?
No, because I'm not saving no time.
You don't think so?
No.
I guess, yeah. Okay. Between the check-in.
From my house,
if
it's
you didn't have no
2 hour
luggage,
drive.
If you didn't have no luggage,
If you don't have no luggage,
that saves you an hour both ways.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not even, bro.
We're probably just gonna do carry on. You were saying just something over.
It doesn't save you time, bro. Because you thinking about it. You're gonna get to the airport at least 30 minutes before the flight take off.
Yeah, that's the only loss.
That's 30 minutes. 30 minutes both ways.
Yeah, that's an hour.
That's an hour. The flight is gonna be 45 minutes.
Yep.
So that's an hour and 45 minutes. That's if you don't have no bags. If you have bags,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you have a bags, but if you make it work convenient, it can work out.
Add about 45 minutes each way.
Yep.
For bags. So you end up spending more time if you're flying from Orlando to Palm Beach than just driving there.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes sense if you're lazy and don't want to drive, but niggas got autopilot over here, B.
So either way, we couldn't do that. And I was thinking Vegas. I love Vegas, but like I said, that's a 6 hour both ways. So we said, you know what? We're
Can't
gonna
go
do
to Vegas with the kids, bro.
Oh no, it wasn't gonna be as the kids. It's just gonna be us. So my sister, that was another thing. My sister was gonna come up. You know, was either gonna drive them down or my sister was gonna come up. So we wasn't gonna do that. So we end up then that kind of left us locally, and all the weather was fucked up then that weekend in Florida. I looked at Naples, looked at what's in Orlando. Actually had one of the better weather. So all of them, I was like, fuck it, we'll just do locally. Because I was gonna look at that. Naples was rained out, and even Orlando was like at a 60% chance of rain. And it did rain at some point.
All the time. It rained all day here.
Yeah, it did rain at some point. So, and Orlando had the better of the rest of the places in Florida I wanted to go to. So like,
it's hurricane season, so
yeah.
If you want to get away from this rain and shit, you got to go to like Midwest.
Yeah, it's So that was it, man. I was out at the resort. It was pretty cool, pretty
and
chill.
You can't even go to the West Coast because they had a hurricane warning.
The West
in California, bro.
Yeah, shit's. I
guess the weather's crazy, bro.
Yep. But other than that, I was just chilling, man, at the resort. Pretty chilled back up there. Yeah, but that was about it, man. How about you?
Let me see. This weekend, what I do. Shit, I feel like I did something. Bro, my life is a blur. Just having a kid, bro. We did something, bro. I can't even remember what we did. But it was something enjoyable. What the fuck did we do?
Y'all stayed in or y'all went out?
I felt like we had to dress up the kid to go somewhere, bro. Where did we take that little dude?
Get a little man a night in the town?
We took him somewhere, bro. I can't remember. I don't remember what we did, bro. But other than that, I just realized, bro, ain't no going places on time when you have a kid.
What happened? You had a
last minute emergency? Something always happens.
You gotta grab something, leave something behind.
Either you decide to feed them before you leave, and that should end up taking longer than usual. Mm-hmm. So there's always something, but it is what it is. We get there when we get there. You got to give us grace since we come with a kid.
Makes sense.
Other than that, you just been chilling, bro. Ain't been much.
Been in Orlando, peak rain season. We got that. Sorry, it's a love bug season, man.
Kid's starting to grow his teeth.
Ugh.
He got his bottom 2 teeth coming in.
They cry a lot more than
He hasn't shown no issues of
no crying, no fever, no same. Okay.
Nothing, so
you give him the teething ring?
I got him a couple pacifiers for teething, but it hasn't been bothering him yet. So
okay, not just it.
Or we haven't noticed any change since they started coming in. So
it's crazy if you ever see like a baby's X-ray or like a thing. All the fucking teeth are inside their skull.
Not even a baby, just like someone that didn't lose
a young human. Yeah,
that
shit looks wild.
Teeth yet. Yeah, you see all that shit is about to come in at.
Yeah, all it's inside the already.
That shit fucked up. You like, God damn, them braces. We gonna have to buy them braces.
Yeah, because you can see how it's coming up. Like, it's wild.
So just get your money up when you take that X-ray.
What is it? Ready to get into some absurdities?
Let's do it. What you want to jump into the big news of hip hop this week?
Yeah, we could start out. What is it? The death of PNB, right?
Your rapper PNB Rock shot and killed while at Roscoe's Chicken in LA. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
It's two things. It's he got killed in L.A. You know, what was crazy is before he got killed, a couple days before,
This was about a week before he did you talking about an interview with
No, not even that one. I had just seen that one, the actor interview, a couple days before that. But a couple days before that, they had robbed or tried attempting to rob what's his name? I'm going to the thing right now. Sauce Walker. And Sauce Walker, I put a video of some guy like laid out on the floor.
He said he caught a body, but then he came to realize he didn't really catch a body.
Yeah, but at first it was laid out. He made the video. He didn't say that he didn't catch a body. He's like some niggas be going for it, but you know, some of us niggas just ain't going, man. And it's sad that one of these niggas got up out of bed today and decided to do what he's gonna do, but
he
some
tried
of us
to
ain't
make it
going.
look like he's the one that
He did make it seem like
catch the body.
Like
Nigga
you mess
didn't
with
catch
me,
no
you killed.
body.
And I'm like, damn, Sauce Walker done had to body somebody. And that was the narrative they're going. And I guess some people, maybe the heat turned on, but like maybe when things got on, come to find out it might have been his bodyguard or something.
Yeah, niggas be
Come to find out it might not
capping.
even been his bodyguard. I hear, matter of fact, I think the dude tried robbing Sauce Walker and he didn't go for it. And the dude ran and tried to rob somebody else later that day, and that person bodied him.
I'm telling you,
it's
bro.
fucking wild. I was like, that's the biggest cap
This
I've ever seen.
fucking rap is so cap, bro.
So cap is wild.
Like, nigga, if you catch a body and right after, because he did the video right after the dude tried to rob him. Like, there's no way you just gonna be walking around talking about.
But he's still in the background.
That's
he
the
didn't
thing.
say it's caught a body like some of us niggas just ain't going, man.
Exactly.
Nigga in the
Like,
background, man. He talking wild.
you already know there's an investigation. You're gonna be held for a little bit for them to sort it out and see what's going on. Like, niggas is straight capping. You would think he said, hell nah, you ain't taking my chain, pulled out a gun and shot the dude.
Yeah.
How he was rapping. But I'm telling you, these rappers is fucking.
But either way, maybe he's still mad. He's still traumatic. And a nigga try to rob him. And I think I remember seeing academics.
So that's
saying,
what happens when you traumatic. You start lying.
not like
You start making it look like you were the tough guy.
Maybe he's like on the I told you so, nigga. That's what you get type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I remember the thing academics like he don't feel bad for nobody trying to rob niggas. Like the thing in LA, robbings are happening rampant right now. He knows about 10 rappers that got robbed. You guys aren't hearing about it because these new robbers ain't trying to make you famous. Your chain ain't going on tour. They're robbing you. They're pawning it. You know, crime is wild.
They robbing for money. Niggas is robbing to eat.
Yeah, they're
robbing for likes,
clout. Yeah,
for clout.
So they really robbing. You give it up, and you get what I'm saying. He said something about Young Blue nigga tried to rob him not too long ago. They didn't go that way. So sometimes these robbers almost get robbed, and they don't even go. They tell the story, and they make it through. And those that get robbed definitely ain't telling the story. You know, they just got a victim. But LA has become Atlanta. These places become wastelands as of late. And you know, Democrats don't want to be the tough on crime guys. But, you know what I'm saying? This one, y'all need to put up the Trump signal in the sky. Or
Nigga, back to PB and Rock.
Yeah,
bro.
back to PNB Rock. A couple days later, I'm hearing they said this man went to go out to eat, and someone upped that fire on him or tried to rob him. I don't know if he said no to, but they shot him. You got to give up the jury, bro. Got to give it up.
Because I saw the video of him on the floor bleeding and shit.
He was on the
floor. It looked like he still had his chain on.
Yeah, but I think like they got something, either his neck, his bracelet or something. Because just today the cops are saying they're warning all local pawn shops to be on the lookout for the jury. So it's gonna be hard to even off the jury.
Well, that's the thing. If you do it in LA, but
you know it's custom jury. You know you're gonna have to go. The thing
they're
is
just gonna take it and bust it down anyway and give it to you for that.
Exactly. The thing is, if you buying, he might have a $10,000, maybe $20,000-$60,000 thing on. You're not gonna be able to get that for it. You're gonna be able to. The person know it's stolen. Now there's a body on it. Now, motherfuckers really gonna get dirt cheap for
get
it.
a good
$5,000.
$5
fucking thousand. You don't caught a murder charge for that. It don't make no damn sense.
Well, niggas is wild.
And you took it off clean, no body, then maybe we could have an argument. We could bust it down, do it different. Because I seen a video where Dame went and he had to hem up a jeweler selling Rockefeller pieces. You're like, hold on. You're like, how you get this shit? How you selling shit that's mine That's not mine. You know, Dame didn't do an inventory yet to find out who either got his shit stolen by the pot in. But he's like, this is mine. You don't have the right to replicate and resell my shit. So don't tell me, nah, it's mine. I'm selling. He's like, dude, this is my shit. I came here. This is my order. There's nothing. How you even have this? How you even showing this, man? This is my shit. So that's the thing.
Like, if you give the chain to one of your rappers, them niggas is going broke. Them niggas pawn that shit.
Maybe, but the guy's trying to say, "Nah, I had made this. This ain't one of his." Dame was like, you know how Dame used to back then. Like, who the fuck are you lying to, bro? Like, I make these customers, and you don't have the right to be duplicating my shit and putting on other people. So how the fuck is this here if I didn't order it?
The real question is, did Dame get the chain?
I think by the end he had already took it. He said, if I want to call the cops, call the cops. You know, Dame don't be fucking. When Dame knows he's right, he's right. Yeah. So by the end of the fucking video, I think the Jewish guy's kind of hemmed up. You're like, come on, we can work this out. But you know, that's their jewelers anyway, so it's probably gonna give him a discount on the next or this, that. But that jeweler was not selling that jewelry that day. That was the last person he was hoping was gonna come to the store that day.
Pop up on that nigga.
Yeah, pop up on the stage. So it's one of those dirty games. That's what's fucked up. They sell you the jewelry, then and sometimes that shit, you know. You can go back and these jewelers will melt it back down and break it back down and resell it. They got rappers for days. You got niggas stunting. We knew this was coming though, man. There was too much money in the streets. Niggas out here looking way too good. Well, these are just the celebrities. Imagine the guys we don't even hear about. Because the celebrities are walking around with the Richard Millie, the Rollie, the $40,000 Rollie. You know what I'm saying? But those are few and far between.
But that's the thing. Like,
I'm not hearing about the guys with the $40,000 or the $12,000, $20,000 Cuban bracelets, the $40,000 neck. I ain't hear enough heads bust to not even to my liking to what I'd expect yet. So shit still got a lot more to go.
This is what I think people don't realize. Like, not everyone is at risk of getting robbed, right? Mm-hmm. So you when you in LA, you in a business suit and you got that AP on that's not bust down, that's worth $200K.
They don't know.
Niggas not even bothering you.
No.
But when you go flood that bitch up with diamonds, that shit is shiny.
Well, I mean, it's location.
That's what niggas see.
It's location. While I was at the Ritz just this past week, you know I seen him there. I seen your boy in there. I seen your boy Pliers right at the bar, right next to me.
Put that pistol out on that nigga.
Nah, we're distinguished, dog. We're in fine company, dog. He's where I'm at. He's where he's supposed to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be. We don't act. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the missus. He's off here just chilling. He's iced out. White folks don't even know who the fuck Pliers is. This is like two waiters that's probably bugging them, speaking to them. But the rest of these white folks, they with their family. There's probably plenty of people that's working even more than Pliers in that same room.
Of course.
You know, they don't even fucking, who the fuck is in? They don't know. But that's where you need to be with the iced out jewelry. These motherfuckers, at resorts, people be in the water, chains on, glistening, motherfuckers, big bracelets on. When black folks and people, colored folks on that, they in that bitch icy. And you got nothing to worry about. You in good company.
Yeah, they got
everybody here got money.
Lockdown
security. That's where that shit deserves to be.
Not at Roscoe's Chicken.
Not at no fucking Roscoe's Chicken. That's what I'm saying. That's where he fucked up. He should have been, if he pulled up the Roscoe, he should have pulled up in the back in the car, send the people in to order the food, bring out the car, and then he dip out. You can't be inside dining in Roscoe's.
Now, what's your thoughts on everyone saying
his girlfriend
posted the location? That's when niggas went, because she posted the location. 20 minutes later, niggas was in there robbing him.
And then come to find out today, the news come out, he had posted something before that as well.
About what?
Like, we out here at Roscoe, some shit like that. So they both did it. So that major fuck up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things we out here. It was just him and his girl. Even the video he said with him and academics, like, niggas try to pull up on me. It's just me, my girl, my little baby. That's how he moves in LA. I ain't moving with a crew. It's just me and my girl. Sometimes people respect you when you don't. Like I said, Kevin Gates is one of those guys. He's been to downtown. He's been in Palm Beach. Like I said, when he moved to Delray, when he went to Delray to shoot the video out, he was down there. And I was saying, he was just him, his old lady, and like one other person. Like 2-3 people in the car. They just pulled up there. They pulled in the middle of it. He did his verse. And like, man, I wanted you for the verse. You had to leave early. Like, man, we could do it right now. They went right there. Seacrest, middle of the hood, packed out, dapping people up, chilling. There's other solo.
Yeah,
some people, the aura.
It's the area too. Like,
yeah, it may be. Maybe, you know, sometimes the hood's hungry, man. It's summertime, dog. Shit's hot.
Is he there?
Recession's
is he
down.
there housed out with hundreds of thousands of jewelry on? Kevin Gates usually don't rock around with that much jewelry like that.
Yeah, that's
you'll
what matters.
see it in videos,
and
shit. Like, but when I see him like doing these videos of him just walking around in the hood, he's
does
not
he have the jewelry on. Yeah,
he's
that
not
might matter.
stunting on niggas.
Does that? Yeah, that matters too.
So when you out there and you just flagrantly stunting on niggas,
so there's some niggas that where you're gonna see them,
niggas angry.
When you see niggas everywhere you see them, you're gonna see them with jewelry on. Like when you see Boosie everywhere, you're gonna see him, you're gonna see jewelry on. But you also gonna see 20 other niggas everywhere you see Boosie.
Yeah.
That's how he moves. He's not gonna put up the jewelry, but he's not putting up his niggas either. I don't know anyone that's gonna be able to move with the jewelry and not have their niggas there. Yeah. That's a different calling. You know what I'm saying? So
I was listening to Big Act talk about just going out in public places, and he don't even wear the big jewelry and shit, but niggas know him, know his face, and know what's his name. So niggas was always trying to front on him and shit. So he was like, he took a chick out on the date, and he pulled up to the date, and the girl got mad because he pulled up with 4 niggas. He was like, I'm not just coming out here. You think I was gonna come out here and go on a date with just you and me, and my niggas wasn't gonna be around? Like, I need. This is my security. Yep. So there's always gonna be people around. I'm not just going on a date with you by yourself and me by myself. Like, nigga, I'm a target out here. So, and he was explaining how chicks don't really understand that you're a target out here. They living in the fantasy world. They don't really understand that shit. So I get it. Like, there's no reason that you can't be stunting. Where was that Roscoe's chicken? Was it in the hood?
I think that's all Roscoe's chickens are in the hood. It's definitely in the fucking hood. Because there's like a unreleased Doctor's Advocate verse that Game had speaking about that same very Roscoe's chicken. Talking about niggas in the hood, come to that Roscoe if niggas gonna stick you up, give up the jewelry willingly. Like, Roscoe's is in the hood.
Yeah.
There's 2 things there. Niggas got to update their palates. You know, chicken and waffles ain't that good that I have to go try it every city I'm in.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? You should have been in the fucking resort somewhere chilling.
That's the thing. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't understand what niggas die over. Oh, if it's not a hit, because that was, suppose it wasn't a hit. So it was just like a robbery.
Opportunity,
Robbery turned into murder.
Yeah.
So why put up a fight? Over
I can't
jewelry?
say he did, man, because you don't know what the robber did though. The robber, when you're going in there, you don't caught licks back in your days when you're younger. You know, when you're younger, you're going in there, you want to as clean as possible. Person put up an issue, you might assault them just to make them give it up. I never got to the point where you're shooting somebody for the jury. It's fucking wild. I never understand like killing people for their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, why even if you're gonna do that, just why even ask any questions? Just go in there, shoot them, and take the shit. Yeah, that's. But it's and from what I seen, he had like a little iced out bracelet. Maybe he had like a nothing, but it wasn't like crazy. Not how niggas stunt nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a thing, an opportunity, I guess. I don't know, man.
That's what.
I think sometimes people feel like I'm just with my girl, niggas ain't gonna try me. Because niggas will try if it's just you.
Yeah,
if it's you and another guy.
If it's you by yourself with not a lot of people,
they're gonna try you. And even if it's just you and another guy, sometimes niggas will give you grace if you were the lady. They're like, I'm gonna let this nigga live. If you were the kid, they might let you live. They're like, I'm gonna let him get off easy right now.
I don't even know if the kid's gonna matter, bro. If you out there, like, why are you in costume?
Exactly, that's true.
There's no reason. Like, you not shooting a rap video, you not doing this. What the fuck do you need a $60,000 chain on your neck for to go eat waffles and chicken?
Yep. So
niggas gotta learn how to move, man. Niggas is moving crazy out here, but rest in peace to that guy. I didn't really when he died, I didn't really know music that he released, and I had to go back to the catalog because you know the songs, but you didn't know something.
Yeah, he's got a couple under his belt.
Yeah, he got a couple.
P&B was wildin', man. I mean, he got upstaged by Rod Wave. I know that's why I remember he was kind of mad at Rod Wave saying niggas are stealing my style, shit like that. You know, that's the nigga that kind of upstaged him. Like when he first came, he was the first one singing about street shit, crooning and shit. Rod Wave came around and
talking about singing about street shit.
we had Akon, but I guess it died down.
That nigga Zero been singing about street shit.
Zero is always he's mainly Texas regional, but this new generation, you know what I'm saying? This new generation, you know what I'm saying? That I was talking about that been stabbed in my back, depression. I've been talking about that was P&B's lane, that little emo rap, that little life. You know what I'm saying that that struggle, like I call it,
struggle rap.
Yeah, so that was his lane. I know he hated when Rod Wave got on. And he was hating on that. Man, niggas trying to take my shit as that. And I know he went to jail for a little bit, came back out. So, he was new to the fame, adjusting, getting ready, getting right. But it's fucking tragic. Motherfucker was only 30 years old, bro.
Yeah, man, it is.
30 years old.
It's what it is.
It's sad. Worse that he get killed in front of his spouse. What else am I thinking? Everyone's always saying hip hop.
This is his baby mama, not his spouse.
Yeah. The worst thing is that the people's always saying, like, the people saying hip hop's they're saying rapping is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
For some niggas, it is.
For some it is, and there's that thing that people say is one of the dangerous. It's a dangerous dream. It's not a job. Jobs are stuff people have to do. No one has to be a rapper.
It's a dangerous hobby.
It's a dangerous hobby. It's a dangerous dream. It's a dangerous dream chase.
It's not a dream if you're living it.
Yeah, but is it a job? Because it's something. It's completely voluntary.
Everything is voluntary.
Nah, motherfuckers, you gotta work.
What about basketball players? That's a dream or a hobby?
It's a dream. That's why they get paid.
Niggas is living it. You don't live dreams. Dreams is something
I don't know if it's a hobby. It's a lifestyle. I'll say it's a very expensive lifestyle. I'll give you that. Rappers I'll give them that. But when they're reducing it down to a job, like this ain't a job, bro. It's not a job in that sense because it's some job. Some
niggas treat it like a job, bro.
So was he on the clock then? Because some people do. There's rappers they said that treat the thing like a job. I remember there was a joke. They're talking about how they got to the studio. They were late. They're coming for Eminem, and they got to the studio late. M got in at like at 9 a.m. and I got a little bit late. They got there like 5. And we're like, oh, no problem. M-Dab, no problem, man. And M-Dab just left. And they're like, hold on. It was like he had got there maybe like at 4 or something like. They said, oh yeah, he'll be back tomorrow. You could judge up your first day. Like, what do you mean tomorrow? Yeah, he's done for the day. They said M really 9 to 5, dog. Exactly. Treat
that shit like
that. That shit can't be my whole life, bro.
Just like Kyrie treats basketball.
Exactly.
Nigga, this is a 9 to 5, playboy.
I'm in, I'm out. It would be better if some did treat it like that instead of making it a lifestyle. That's when it is dangerous, when you're making it a lifestyle, because it's a lifestyle, it's up all night in the studio, gambling, strip club. It's a lot that comes with it when you could just be doing let me just do the hits, back out, do the shows, dip back out.
If you do treat it like a job, that means when you out and about,
you should be regular. Yeah.
You're not wearing $100,000 worth of jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
You're not stunting like this. You're not what's the name. So
yeah.
It makes sense to treat it like a job, but niggas can't separate that job in real life.
Yep, that's true. So that's one of the issues right there. But I don't know, it's crazy. Like I feel to die at Roscoe's, there's no need for that. You know what I'm saying? He could have been chilled up at a resort, at a hotel somewhere, had someone go bring it to him. Have that, but that's we're quick to blame I don't know, blame the victim, but I don't know how else. There's wolves there. It don't make any sense to preach to the criminals. They're not listening. Them niggas don't give a fuck. The animals gonna do what they do. The wolves gonna do what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They doing dumb shit. They're wasting a lot of time. But the only thing we can do is speak to those that are alive. Tell them to move wiser. They can't be out here. Move. You know what I'm saying? Got to move accordingly, especially if it's not in your hood. And he was just speaking about how they tried to rob him before when he was with his girl and his kid. And he like, them niggas would do stuff. Some niggas gotta hype themselves up. They'll come to you. They'll be talking some straight shit. Them niggas like, man, I slap every nigga up in this bitch. Them niggas. He trying to hype himself up, hoping you get offended. He's like, what nigga type shit? And he's telling his girl, man, let's go, man. This girl's not getting the picture. And they're like, man, let's go. And she get in the car, and type shit like that. I was like, It's wild. So if you know that's how they move out there, because he said where he's from Philly. He like, some niggas move different. He like, but those guys over there, they want you to know that they rob, or they want you to know like they have an issue with you first, something like that before they rob you. So he said in Philly, we'll sneak you. We gotta sneak up on you, got you, nigga, sick and type shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna try to make it an issue, but it was different. But I don't know. It's fucking wild, bro. It sucks. It fucking sucks to get there, get to your dreams, And to know that's how you fucking end up, dog. Another artist from Empire. Like the 4th or 5th artist from Empire to die.
Who was the other 3?
Dolph, Von. So it's Dolph, Von.
I know Empire.
Mo3.
I know Empire got insurance policy on all them niggas.
Yeah, most likely. I believe Dolph, Von, Mo3, and him. So it's like the 4th artist. Yep. So it's just fucking nuts, bro. You know, once you lost the first one, maybe even the first 2, the next everything after that, you put in policies on everybody.
Everybody
fucking put it. You're like, so it's just fucking damn.
And imagine if you could get money for potential earnings.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on policy, right? They gonna blacklist Empire pretty soon. They're like, y'all motherfuckers making a claim every month. Goddamn, you're gonna be uninsured pretty soon.
All right, staying on this PB and Rock, there, I guess a lot of celebrities were coming out saying that you can't really blame the baby mama for posting the location, shit like that. Mm-hmm. And coming to her defense, I know, what was it, Nicki Minaj?
Yep.
Nicki Minaj came out and was like, y'all niggas is moving wild out here, posting locations and shit.
Yeah.
And you know the internet is ruthless.
Yeah.
I seen the comment was, nigga, you date, your husband's a sexual offender. We all got your address.
Yeah.
So
it's so fucking.
The internet is disrespectful.
Yeah, motherfuckers disrespectful. She's trying to speak some logical shit. Your husband, like, what does that have to do with fucking anything, though?
The messenger matters.
The messenger matters, I guess, right?
Cause nigga, we got your drop, Nikki. You just gotta pull up that sex offender list and we see where your address is at.
That shit is fucked up, dog. What else we have?
The Ice-T shit.
Oh yeah, so Ice-T was saying, Ice-T had already said, man, I told rappers for a long time, LA is different, man. These gang stuff's no joke, come correct. And then people kind of was mad on, what the hell do you mean by that? And he came back today and said, look, you're like, you'll notice not a lot of rappers from LA wear a lot of jewelry. Ice-T said, not him, not Game, not Kendrick, not Dr. Dre. You're like, you're not Snoop. He said, and that's for good reason. Ain't because they broke. You're like, LA's just different like that.
Them niggas are wear it when they performing.
They wear it when they're performing, but I guess you don't see them out and about like that.
Yeah, when you walk in the streets, I don't even think Nip had any jewelry on him that day.
Yeah, Nip be too active to have that jewelry on.
But when he's on the music video, he's dripped out.
Yeah, that nigga got like 6 chains on his music video, but when he's in the street, it's a different story. Yeah, that is true, because even your boys from LA, he be like that. What's his name? The pulling a theme in the boxer's name.
What's that nigga name? The short nigga, right?
He be iced out too when he's doing videos.
Roddy Ricch?
Roddy Ricch, yeah. But yeah, probably when they in the hood, they ain't on that. You know, you can't have all that on.
Yeah, those niggas treat this shit like a job. Them LA born rappers treat this shit like a job. When I'm performing, yeah, I'm gonna get into this costume with these chains and these necklaces and all this shiny shit. But when I'm off the clock, when I'm not getting paid to do that shit, I'm walking around here regular, just an iPhone and a couple credit cards.
Using just iPhone and a couple credit cards. That's it. Yeah, I guess you gotta almost make it seem public. Like, nigga, I keep the cards. You gotta almost make it seem like let the public know. You know, I got the black card on me. I got the gray card. I'm looking like there ain't nothing on me, but shit that's traceable, bro. Ain't even fucking worth it.
Exactly, bro.
So it's one of those things. Yeah, it's tragic, man. What are you gonna do?
What niggas need to start doing, right, is like if you getting a big piece,
make a replica.
Not even a replica. Get it where you can hide an air tag in that bitch.
What difference is it gonna be? Just to get it back? They got insurance.
Yeah, you get your shit back and that nigga go to jail.
Well, you gotta make now, you know, these rappers that they're gonna press charges, there's a difference, you know? They gotta keep it real.
That.
So
when to get it back with insurance, you gotta file a police report. Police gotta do an investigation. You set up niggas there's an air tag in it. They go pick that shit up for you.
Yeah, that shit's wild. So that could be a thing. Yeah, make the piece, the air tag slip in there. and close it back out.
Niggas won't even know.
They ain't got a lick. They gonna pull up out of root root.
What else we got in hip hop, man?
Yeah, we lost. LA's been fucking wild, bro. They lost a bunch of people out there. They lost your boy off of home invasion in LA, remember?
That was Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. Fucking up and coming rapper from New York. You just out there to record, dog. And nigga running your shit. These robbers is ruthless.
I never understood. Anywhere I gotta go, I got to call people. I gotta call people to be safe. I don't need to be there.
But he wasn't in the Pop Smoke's not in the Pop Smoke was in a good area that they
it don't matter. But I guarantee you he had to check in with people from, or did he not?
Oh, you mean from people in LA?
Yeah.
No, I guess he never checked in. That's the thing. Any rapper,
if I have to
you're black and you're a rapper. If you're a rapper, I guess you gotta check in LA. If not, you're victim to the wolves.
That's the thing. I'm not going there.
You're like, I'm just gonna go to LA. That's it. I'm just doing my shows.
Y'all not only people y'all gonna see is LA rappers.
That's it.
Y'all not gonna see no other rappers other than
like,
LA rappers.
I would come for the show. I'm dip and dip out, but like I ain't saying over here. Nah, no, this shit is, it's fucking wild. What else we have? Speaking of Nicki Minaj, I got Nicki Minaj versus everybody. Who was it? Megan Thee Stallion drops a song featuring Lil' Kim. The shit is trash, though. You know what I'm saying? Not Meg's verse, but Lil' Kim's verse in there is washed, bro. Like, she gotta, I don't know what's going on.
Some people said she was spitting. I didn't hear it.
You gotta go back to this.
I think it's like a remix to an old Kim song or something.
Yeah, some shit. I didn't like the verse I heard. So Nicki releases that Super Freak song that she had featuring a cluster of female rappers, a bunch, dog. You know, trying to show, Nicki trying to show she ain't beefing, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it seem like she on her homogenous shit, like she trying to get along. But yeah, the Super Freaky Girl remix she dropped. But the thing is, shortly after, what happened? I don't know if it's there's like there's another track, I believe. Then now I'm seeing this week, you see another in the studio. You see Lil' Kim in the studio with Cardi B. So it's like all these girls are grouping together to try to go against, Nicki in a sense.
So everyone that Nicki has a beef with, Kim went to go make tracks with them.
No, the other ones, the other girls, like trying to show like we on some, these girls been out forever. I ain't doing features with girls like that to begin with. These new girls is different, but Kim been out for the longest. If you want to do features with all these girls, you had ample time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But
why is Lil' Kim even rapping?
What else she gonna do? The thing here's the issue of Lil' Kim, man. Lil' Kim, the thing with women rappers is they have to have the sex appeal and the lyrics, and not even the lyrics, just the sex appeal. Because you got to have the guys want to sleep with you and the gay men want to be you. And Lil' Kim lost his complete sex appeal for the men in that aspect. And all she has is the old gay guys that used to ride for her. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. I guess you used to be on top. Why would you just dripped off if you had no choice? Lil' Kim then had all this surgery. She looking wild. And she's in a special place where you can't even say how she looks. She's in that Lizzo spot where you can't ever call anything out. You know what I'm saying? Or is she going to seem wrong or mean and her group's going to jump on you?
Nah, she looks terrible, bro.
And she's self-inflicted. And, maybe she should be doing something. She'd be in a perfect spot to manage other female artists and sign other people. But, motherfuckers never want to go out, while they... People
they never want to pass that torch?
Never want to pass the torch, and they always feel they got one more hit. But yeah, Nicki's track had JT on there, had Bia, Katie Got Bands, Akbar V. Who else is on this bitch? She has a mean lineup. You know what I'm saying?
I must be misogynistic because I saw the track list.
Yeah.
I didn't know not one female on there other than Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I know these female rappers. I'll be telling you, these female rappers, you're right. There's a Feeling Yourself playlist on Spotify. It's nothing but female rappers. It's called Feeling Yourself. Fucking Feeling Myself. That shit is fire, bro. Like, the female playlist, that playlist is better than the Rap Caviar playlist.
I don't listen to playlists, so I can't tell.
Oh, yeah, that shit is fucking fire. You're in the mood, especially you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you'll gummy up, you put that in, that shit is beyond. These females, there's a lot of dope ass female rappers right now.
I wouldn't know, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ass ones. I like this is one good era to be in. The female rappers are almost like the drill rappers, or they just you may not know of them, but these motherfuckers already pop in a little area. They doing shows. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of good ass female rappers right now.
I like my females in the kitchen.
You like really good? That's where you go away.
Not in the rap booth.
Yeah. So either way, things are kind of stemming. And Nicki was saying how these rappers beefing against her, this, that, and the third. One of your favorite rappers tried to even do voodoo on her or had her grandma do voodoo on her. And then come to find out, Nicki was told that by, who's that? Azalea Banks. And Azalea Banks flipped on Nicki talking about, yeah, she lied. She did make that up. But Nicki's just trying to peek on everybody else. And she could do this to, if she could do this to her, she could do it to anybody else. She just don't want to give up that spotlight. She's coke bloated. She's over here talking distance on Nick. This bitch flips on everyone though. That's what you get for even being in business. Listen to Azalea's crazy ass. That's what y'all get. So Nicki can't win, but some online YouTuber accused Nicki of being on coke, so Nicki hit her with that lawsuit.
Defamation.
That defamation. Niggas got to pay up. So it's crazy. You see that other girl arguing, Tasha K still arguing, talking about, oh, Cardi can't fill up no shows right now. She's talking about she want to do a show, but she don't got enough money to do. She don't have enough songs to do a set right now, so she's canceling shows. She can't really get no shows. And Cardi's like, why you always fucking lying? That's why you lost the last suit. And I guess Tasha K talking about her kids still in private school. This, that, and third, life's just going on just fine. She's like, well, when you wanna, when you wanna hit that appeal, let me know so I can screenshot this message too to go along with it. She's like, since you still owe me that $4 million, she's like, and you still trying to find a way to pay. She's like, oh, we do take houses too on this side. Mm-hmm. I know Tasha K's lawyer is like, what the fuck is you doing? Mm-hmm. This should be the furthest person, but I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. Maybe when you have money, you have enough money, you could just hide from shit. That type of things. But I wouldn't keep rocking the boat, man. Motherfuckers, you get the right judge, dog. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers
sees everything.
Motherfuckers sees everything. You keep thinking that you can put it here, put it there. Right judge might go and tell them, go and tell YouTube you need that channel is no longer yours anymore. Go ahead and transfer the rights to that shit to Cardi. Now you really sick. You know what I'm saying? and you probably thinking, let me just start a whole new fresh YouTube page that way, and Cardi could hit a little YouTuber like y'all over here keep infringing. I'm gonna hit the another lawsuit, and there ain't nothing for them to be like, shit, we don't even want to get involved with this. Block our ass altogether. You know what I'm saying? Don't think these especially if you're relying on a different corporation that you don't own, don't think they're gonna go to bat for you.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Look at your boy Andrew Tate. He did an interview today. He talking about not only was he when he got banned off of Twitter, it was Instagram, social media. He said he got off of fucking Uber, off of. They're like, bro, what type of bullshit? How the fuck I can't even order food? They're like, these companies come for these motherfuckers, and they start bucking. They don't listen. They come for everything. These motherfuckers will not stand beside you. These companies come for everything. He's like, yeah, of course I had to just create a new account, but easy like that. You shouldn't put it like that. But that's one of those things. These motherfuckers,
that shit is crazy. Like, what the fuck does Uber have to do with anything?
Yeah, he said they took his Uber. He said, man, they can't. He said all these companies just jump in line, jump out, losing stuff that he never said nothing in. He's like, shit's wild. So yeah, and Tasha K is playing a trick. This other girl's she wanted that she was looking for, bro. Everything's fine and dandy when you have to go to court. Right? When you think shit's smooth. But now when you have to hit a lawyer and now you got to pay the lawyer. Some lawyers might take this case pro bono and thinking it's sweet. Now this shit's taking up all your time. You got time for your other clients. Now you all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the type of trouble you want. Mm-hmm. What else we have?
We got this in hip hop, but is this hip hop? R. Kelly? I guess R. Kelly's hip hop. R. Kelly gets hit with a couple more charges of child pornography and shit like that.
No, he got found not guilty today of the rigging the trial.
Reading the trial?
You know, you remember I said he tried to rig the trial. He was paying off, like he was trying to scare witnesses and shit like that.
So witness tampering?
Yeah, all that shit. So he beat that case, but he got charged for got found guilty for child pornography. But he beat the other thing, but who knows? I don't know how you get R. Kelly off child pornography unless there's other child pornography. If it's the same shit we seen, R. Kelly's beating that case on Double Jeopardy. But what's it say? You know, R. Kelly's already being
There must be some shit that they're showing in court that the public hasn't got their hand on.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
If it's that video,
these motherfuckers breaking out that old video.
If it's that old video, bro, you can't charge him on that because that would be Double Jeopardy.
But who's to say, man? We seen, like we said, we seen it happen before. Like we seen they did Bill Cosby or some Double Jeopardy shit. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it happen before. People break the laws all the time, though. And you're a criminal. Motherfuckers don't care if you're getting your rights violated. You're a criminal. But people don't realize like he's gonna have recourse for it. So we'll see how that goes.
Because if that's the case, if that tape gets R. Kelly guilty for child pornography, there's a lot of people that can go to jail for child pornography because everybody had that damn tape.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you don't see the tape on the internet anymore. That's why, yeah, you definitely don't. That shit, it should just vanish. You motherfuckers don't even want to go look it up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to catch that on your server. You know what I'm saying? Get jammed up on that. What else do we have? So yeah, it's over for that boy Kels. We got anything else?
In hip hop, I don't see nothing else.
I think that's it for hip hop. I'm sure we missed one thing or two from the last week.
No, I don't think we got nothing else for hip hop. Let's see what you want to jump into. Pop culture, politics, sports.
What do we have in pop culture this coming week?
Pop culture, you got Abercrombie and Finch catching hell over this super fat white model.
Oh, I see that. Let me go piss. Go
Did you see all right, we had a small information. You know, Nate has a bladder of a pregnant woman. But yeah, man, I don't even know how to say this shit. What's that clothing company name?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie and Finch.
Yeah, Abercrombie and Fitch.
And Fitch. Okay, yeah. So they had I guess they had a BBW type of supermodel type thing, advertising some new clothes, and one of the women on there was just like, she was like morbidly obese. And it was a white woman, and I guess the public came out and was like, whoa, you can't push this standard because this is promoting the bad health style. If this is what modeling is now, and you gonna want people to be fat and like morbidly obese, it's the ripple effect that it's gonna have on the on young white girls pretty much, because it was a white woman, because they didn't complain about the BBW black women and shit like that on the advertisement. So they caught backlash about that. Because did you see the picture?
No, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Bruh, that chick was obese. When I mean obese, like it's the the big stomach in the short pants type of look. That shit was just like, you could look at it and say, yeah, this is not healthy.
Where is it at? Because it's crazy, because Abercrombie and Fitch a long time ago used to catch hell because
they only
did skinny, and they didn't even have XL. Their clothes only went up to like medium or large.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Medium. And the guy, people were mad at him because he said he only wants sexy people. The guy was a fat, out of shape white dude anyways, but you're allowed to do your demographic. Like, I think my clothes look better on these people. These is what I designed them for. And people have been pushing him for years, forcing his hand to do stuff. Oh, you got some nerves. How you come making clothes for us? Maybe he didn't feel like making it, but now he's making clothes for everybody. Now he's catching hell for that too?
Nah, bro. This chick was obese, bro. Here we go, right here, bro. Look at this shit.
Is this the one with the black on? Yeah, I see. Yeah, look at it. Abercrombie and Fitch sparks tweet storm over normalizing obesity. Yeah, she big. You know, she got the fupa, the overgrown fupa. Cause it's like it's tucked in, tucked in.
The pants is holding that shit up, bro.
Yeah, that shit's tucked inside the pants.
Yeah, that shit is. I guess when they cool with black women being models looking like that though.
You know.
But as soon as it's a white woman, hey, you fucking up the culture.
You fucking up the culture. Let's show some decorum here, Abercrombie. Jesus Christ.
That shit is. Oh,
they're like, we ain't got the pride and the confidence to carry this. We all ain't big bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some sense. That shit is. Yeah, they got a big woman. You know what I'm saying? And normalize it. It's wild.
This ain't BBW. This is obese. Obese. It's OB, not BBW.
So they. I wonder what Abercrombie said.
Man, they had to take that shit down. Ain't nobody fucking with that shit.
You think they took it down? That's
wild. They took that shit down. I guarantee they took it off the website and all that.
Someone has Abercrombie and Fitch made a big fat marketing mistake. That shit is wild. Yeah, the shit did blow up online.
Yeah, so
yeah, years ago they had hated them. You know, they were mad at them for promoting fat chicks. I mean, for
it wasn't that. It's like they didn't have nothing but white, slim dudes with abs and shit. And
yeah, it used to be
even walking around in the stores and stuff like that. It used
to be one of those things. They used to have in the shorts. They used to get supermodel skinny. Yeah, that shit was wild.
But now
they change it.
Now fat is in. You got to move with the You got to move with the population, I guess.
Over the time?
Yeah, because even places like Express doesn't sell clothes big clothes.
Yeah, they sell all this certain size.
Sell big stuff.
You know, some brands we just know. But back then, there's so much different brands. They are big brands now. Back then, the Lynn Bryant might have been the only big brand. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or XL big and tall for guys. That's about it. But now there's brands, there's all over. You can be a store that only sells one. You know what I'm saying? Or lean towards one or have it. But back then when Abercrombie did it, there were none. And they're like, how the hell are you making none for us? You know what I'm saying? And the owner was like, I just like my clothes. And people did like, you got some nerves. It's one of those things. People try to, that's the thing I hate, though. You start your own business, you got your own vision. And it comes motherfuckers from the outside trying to force you to sell some shit. They ain't got no thing.
I would have just told them, I did make this clothes for you. Just now you just got to lose the weight to get into it. This was made with you in mind.
It's like the Victoria's Secret guy. I remember I was seeing an ad online. It's on Hulu, a special about speaking on Victoria's Secret. When, like I told you, when they're bugging him, how come he never had you remember he had the Victoria's Secret models. Mm-hmm. They're like, how come you never have any trans model be a Victoria's Secret angel? And he was like, well, I do a fashion line for women and that's it. And they couldn't, well, how come you didn't have no trans or anything? And he's like, well, we couldn't be the first to do that because we're nobody's second favorite. We're the first. We're leading the way. So now that everyone's doing it, we cannot now go do it because we're like followers. We're the first of everything. We don't copy people. Oh no, you're such a dad. This, that, and that, third. And the guy ended up saying, no, this is the last. We're no longer doing Victoria's Secret Angels anymore because, they gave them the bad campaign like, oh, we got one, ladies. We got one. And that shit, it's fucking nuts.
It's a simple thing, bro. Like, these people have to grow some balls. Say, Victoria's Secret Angels don't have dicks.
But you can't, when you're a publicly traded company or you have a lot of money out there, investors, there's no growing balls about. You do what's the least problematic or make you the most money. Curve the questions however you want, but they got him. Oh, he got him, guys. He didn't say what he wanted to. The shit is fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, remember when Obama had got
You talking about the tan suit?
No. Remember Obama had once went to he was invited to a golf club. Mm-hmm. He was like the first black guy there or something like that. Member or some shit like that. Or that golf club, he might have been the first, but he was like the first. He was the first black president, so he was there. but that golf club still hadn't invite women yet. It was like one of the very few golf clubs still left that was a men's only golf club. And they're like, oh, it's messed up. We're going to change it. And I think near the end of his campaign, that company ended up folding, saying now we're going to allow women in our golf club.
That's ridiculous. That's like forcing Morehouse to accept women.
Yeah.
What's the
There's some sectors that have some stuff.
There's all men's schools. There's all boys schools, all girls schools, all same thing in college. Like, when do people learn that not everything is meant for everybody?
I don't know, man. Like this, I see on Twitter they say black women and trans folks are the people that want to force themselves on everyone. They are mad if you don't have something for them. Like that's
that was
up.
Just like, speaking of that, did you see the black lady on TikTok going crazy over
that's the one. I know I sent that to you.
The white boy.
Yeah. White boy went on a trip.
No, he went on a date with 50 women from 50 different states.
Yeah.
And they all happened to be white women.
It was all white women, and people talking about, here's what I hate. The girls mad talking about, oh, well, you mean to tell me you couldn't find no black girl? Well, that's his preference. They thought, oh, what's the difference in this one? I'm like, one, that's racist. So you mean to tell me you can't tell the difference?
I could tell the difference.
There's a few of them I might can't tell the difference. You know, I have face blindness. You know, there's a few white folks I see. I think if I don't meet you a couple times, I'm thinking all the same. But you had girls with blonde hair, red hair, but there's some that look different. Some look thick, some look right, some didn't look. It's different.
You had some C cups, you had some B cups.
You got all that.
You had all types of titties. I can tell them all different body titties.
Listen, but either way, for them to act like, and then she made a big deal talking about how there's no black girls. I'm like, bruh, why the fuck do you need this guy to date black girls? He's dating 50 different girls from 50 different states. His preference might not be black girls. The fact that y'all over here begging, pick me, that shit is rolling you. That shit is
ridiculous, bro.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous. Like, black, I don't know, man.
And I was like, y'all think y'all gonna force these guys to like it? But that's what happens. These are the groups that like, it's the same group that if he kept doing it, let's say did it year in, year out, there's how come you never did a trans? How come you never did a trans girl in there? Oh, you're a transphobic. That's what happens. You can't force a motherfucker to not like to like what they have their preference.
These are the same women that divest from black men. The same ones that want these white men to pick them. Like this white guy doesn't like black women.
Yeah, they're black guys that like those white guys that like black women.
And there's black guys that don't like white women.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
It's the same thing. It goes vice versa, exactly. But on Twitter, that shit blew my mind.
Like if a black guy did that, 50 states, 50 women, I guarantee that nigga finds if his preference is black women, he's gonna find a black chick in every state.
Yeah.
If she ugly or not, he gonna find one.
Listen, he might imagine if a black guy did it and still had 50 white women. They would lose their fucking mind. That shit would be madness, But you know, that's how people it is. People look at it one thing. I was like, y'all don't get mad that Kim mainly only dates black guys. I think Pete was the first white guy she dated. Outside of her first marriage, she was married to like some Italian producer her first time. But
yeah,
Pete,
I was about to say.
After that, she date only black guys. You know what I'm saying? That was her preference. I don't see y'all being mad at her why she date black guys. It's kind of crazy. But it's like you can't force other people to not like to like your thing because they don't like it. That's not their preference. What's the big deal? Yeah, it's one of those things. You know, that's the issue. Yeah, the Abercrombie. What else do we have in pop culture?
Pop culture. That's the only thing I had for pop.
I have Jay-Z had caused a little bit of an uproar because, you know, I don't know what's the uproar over him saying that people trying to call him. I don't know if he made it seem like he said they just trying to call him a capitalist as a new way to. He said it like that's a new way that they're trying to make it seem like he's a nigga. He's trying to say, "Nah, I'm a revolutionist," in a sense. But, you know, woke black Twitter was like, nigga ain't no fucking revolution. That nigga sold us out a long time ago. That type shit. Or because he's a capitalist, you can't be a revolutionist. I guess because a lot of our revolutionary leaders and before didn't believe in capitalism.
It's because them motherfuckers died poor.
Not only because they died poor, but because that's the system. They weren't in the system. Whenever the system to work in your benefit, you're going to be against it. You know what I'm saying? If you're thriving in the capitalist system, you're gonna be a capitalist. But I think a lot of people think a lot of people got the revolution tied up with communism and social. Like, it's not. There's revolutions. These are just different systems on how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can have a revolution in America and don't think you're gonna change the way we go about.
So is it Black Twitter that's mad at Jay-Z, or
it was Black Twitter saying that he what the hell has he done? He's not a revolution. He's been sold us out. There's that argument.
Been sold us out?
Yeah, trying to say he sold us out, shit like that. There's that argument. I was like, what are you talking about? This dude's paying, you know what I'm saying, paying for Black Lives Matters to get out. He don't play shit, but sure he done made money along the way, but it ain't like he's a full-time revolution. He's an artist who done got rich or this, that, then he's still doing something on his passive time. You know what I'm saying? There's that, but then there's people, there was just two ways they're trying to paint him. Some people just turn him as like a crony capitalist who just cares about himself. I was like, you can't paint him with that brush. That's just wild for you to paint him like that. And for him to disqualify him as a revolutionist because he's a billionaire is nuts in itself. And that's why I don't understand. I was like, y'all don't think the two. I think there's some people that think the two can't exist. They think
you can't be successful and for other people.
Yeah. What happens is when I don't want to say the word loser for lack of better words, you assume that anyone that's winning had to do it by the way of cheating or stealing and people think that money is finite. People think that if this guy got $1 billion, that's what they call it. They say he's hoarding $1 billion. He don't need $1 billion. He could live off far less. So why is he hoarding it? But we print money every day. Money's just a tool. Money's a fragment of imagination. He just found a way to get so much people to move that fragment to him. But they didn't stop making money when they gave Jay-Z money or when they gave Bezos money. They're not stop. That's the issue. They're not stop making money. You go get your pile too.
Yeah, that print machine printing
all fucking day. It don't stop. Now, if he was hoarding actual goods, if Jay-Z had a lemon field, 5-6 acres of lemons and cows and girls, and talking about this is just all mine, and he's not selling. It's just a state. It's just a state. He's not even selling.
It's all me, B.
It's just all me. These animals just live here on my acreage. That's it. I don't give farm.
There's a chicken shortage. My dog got a shitload of chickens and he ain't selling.
That's hoarding. But you can't tell me you're hoarding money when money is not real.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all like. That's the shit that people don't understand. They're like, y'all think these people are just hoarding the thing that we trade for time. But
listen, they need to just take Twitter away from these black people.
I think it's people that don't realize that we're trading time when you trade time for money, you got to find a way to make money without you trading in the time. That's the key to the game. Not try to do away with money. Because that's why they don't realize Jay-Z could give you the money all the day and the next day we print out 1,000 more and now your money's worth less. He could give away all his money and it'd still be worth nothing to you because just the simple act of him giving it away is depreciating. It is making the cost of everything else go up because now when everybody has money, the cost of everything else goes up. Mm-hmm. You're going to be, you know what I'm saying? You'll be in the same position.
Yeah, if you broke, you broke.
Yeah. That's how it goes. You gotta have an X amount above the status amount. That's what people. That's what's crazy. That's why I don't think that people understand that.
That's the thing. Like half of these billionaires, if they decide to give all their money away, mm-hmm. like Bezos could give all his money away, as long as he don't give away the business, mm-hmm. he's just gonna be a billionaire down the line anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna all come back.
It's gonna all come back. Y'all gonna give it all back to me.
And y'all gonna fucking get back. Y'all gonna have to shop it. Exactly. It's all gonna come back. That's what a lot of people don't understand. That shit is, it's wild. They're like, listen, you just gotta find a way for you to break free from your system. There's different systems in play. He found a way to break free in his system. But for you to act like this person is kind of, there's always this thing when people look at a system, if he's a billionaire, he had to do some horrible shit to get there.
He's greedy.
Oh, he's greedy.
You don't need all that.
There's no not need all that. When it comes to money, there's no not need all that because it's not real.
Because
if you show me a motherfucker has 15 houses, then maybe you can tell me he don't need all that. But if he's buying it with money, who's to say he don't need it? It's his money.
15 houses. I can justify 15 houses.
That's what I'm saying. It's his. I can't. I mean, then you can say he's hoarding. Maybe you can say he's hoarding homes. But
especially being rich, I can justify 15 houses.
You need different location.
I need a house everywhere I travel to,
just to feel at home everywhere I go. Just to It's one of those things, man. You know, there's always a billionaire that they're always going to be scrutinized for some way or the other. There's a billionaire today that he retired and he gave the business away. He put it in a trust, like a nonprofit trust. So now it's not like, you know how you could just cash out or sell the business and walk away. It's worth like $3 billion. He sold the business like into like a trust. He never sold, like gave it away. So now it's like it's like a nonprofit. And then people saying that's going to be a neat way to see how billionaires are going to start doing that. But all that means is just going to be another entity that that's what people don't understand. The post office is a nonprofit. There's plenty of shit that we work in that don't turn a profit, but there's people in that bitch getting paid $100,000 a year, $150,000 because people still need to work.
It's a nonprofit to the company,
exactly,
or one person, but everybody that works in that business
need profit. Exactly. If I work in this, you're not gonna come to this bitch talking about, okay, I'm fine with getting paid $50,000 this year for the rest of my career in this company. You're like, nah, you're gonna expect to get growth. Therefore, you're expecting profit.
Exactly.
Nothing else works in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all. It's wild. Who knows, man?
America's gonna move to socialism, bro.
In due time. I feel like that's part of the process. I feel like here's what happened. A country starts off, you fully capitalist, all man for itself, this, that, and third. You pump up, and after a while, once you plateau, you start saying, all right, I done raked in all this bread. Now let me take care of my people some. So they don't turn against me. Let's keep them busy, pay for their vacations, pay for their thing. That's what the older countries than us do. We just haven't gotten there yet. We seem to think we're never going to go like that. But we're either going to crumble and fall. I don't see how our empire lasts going forward with the next one blowing up. Because if we're not number one, or we're not used to being number two or number three, I feel the only other way is we're going to have to be like, we're going to end up having to go to halfway socialist route. At least halfway, like these other places. If people can't afford, the way we're headed now where people can't afford homes, is not the government going to have to, are we just going to allow people to not have homes? Or is the government going to have to subsidize partial of it? That's socialism. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, that's part of it. They're going to have to, just like they do in England and everything, everywhere else.
Speaking of old countries, we did miss the death of Queen Elizabeth.
Okay. Yeah, we did. Yep. Rest in peace to the old Queen Elizabeth. Black Twitter went off.
Yeah.
Black Twitter.
It wasn't just Black Twitter.
It was the three
Twitter.
Well,
Twitter's from Brazil.
The three Twitters that really went off was Black Twitter. We call it Black Twitter. That's all the Black Islands. Mm-hmm. It was Black Twitter, Indian Twitter, and is it Irish?
I'm not sure. I know I seen a couple Argentinian tweets and them motherfuckers were going on.
Yeah, those are the three that hate the Queen the most. So it's Black folks, all the places they colonized, India, and the Irish.
But you got some places that still, like Jamaica, still had like 12 days of mourning for the Queen.
12. There's some places that's still holding up their thing. Some people are like, oh, have pride, everything. But here's what people don't understand. People think that, I was trying to say, I was like, I like, maybe she was a victim of circumstance. That's what I'm trying to say. Because she was a queen. You brought into power when you don't really she got off the cusp of, those European nations just killing their kings and queens and all that. The last deal they made with this kingdom was like, hey, listen, y'all gonna be a king and queen and only in name only. The monarchy really don't have no power in England. The structure still runs, but y'all just get the stamp shit. Y'all get to do the rollout signing shit, but you don't get to say whether we go to war or anything else. You already know that. The monarch don't really have nothing. It's just there.
Do they not?
No, they don't really. She can sign her stuff, but she don't really have no, you know what I'm saying? She can't exile. It's like a.
Nigga, it's the Queen's Army.
It's a name only. You know what I'm saying? They're just like us. Ain't no queen or king that rules the shit and says whether we go to war or not. The politics and all that. The people that like
the politics of England, bro.
That's how it is in England. They're not a true monarch. How it was, how they used to be.
Well, how they used to be, she was in power.
Well, but what I'm saying is when they switched over, so she's in a name only, and in return they pass laws like when you die, they're not gonna hit you with that death tax. They have it where for monarchs they can live like this just happened just this week. She transferred over $500 million to the son.
Is it million or billion? I know the family is worth like $23 billion.
something like that. But I believe like $500 million in cash went to the grandson or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe her son got another half. But I'm talking about the grandson. You know, they divvy up different estates. The palace is worth, different. So she's, what I'm saying, they're worth all sorts of bread. But, it's kind of like you come and do the customary stuff, like go around the country, go to all our commonwealths and show our face. Your face on that, give hugs, give kisses. That's it. But you're not part of the day to day. You're not passing laws. You're not none of that. They don't do none of that. She's not it's just a queen. It's like a thing that we're doing that's customary.
Why is it sad for someone 96 to die?
It's not. She's just been there. She's the world's longest running monarch. What's the name? Because she was in an area where no one was there was no regicide. Back in the days, you'd kill, they would either kill, get them out, or her own kids would kill her to get her off office. Because look, her son, who's now the king, you know what I'm saying?
King Charles.
King Charles, new dog, new name. You know what I'm saying? King Charles, he had to wait till, look how old he's almost about to kick the fucking bucket.
That nigga's like, he's 70?
Yeah, he's almost about to kick the bucket. And if this was the old days, he would have killed his mom already.
Killed her.
It would have been killed her. Like, why you hogging the power that long? Because I'm supposed to enjoy this shit this age?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't even sow your royal oats.
Yeah. So, I mean, he already got his sons.
I guess.
Yeah, he already got his sons. But what would you think his sons would be thinking right about now? Like, man, dad out the door, we got to knock this nigga off.
Well, he only got one son left.
The two.
The one already gave out.
Oh, gave that. Well, the other one's going to get the power anyways. Yeah, so yeah. So, it's one of those things. But, folks, I was thinking, well, maybe she might be a victim of circumstance in the sense that.
Ain't no victim, bro.
Here's what I'm saying.
I'm not calling those 77. A queen that ruled for 70 years ain't no victim.
That's what I thought for a second.
She had the fucking best life a motherfucking person
she
could
did.
have.
But what choice do you have? There's you play ball or you die. We need a queen. You're part of the blood. You are the bloodline. You are legally there. Are you gonna run and be on this side? Or are you not gonna play ball? Because we chopping heads. We threw this royal shit, really.
Bruh, ain't no.
What's your options?
Ain't no victim.
Listen, it's one of those.
She's a victim of. They gave her a good life choice.
Yeah, it's a good life choice.
Victim of good lifeness.
Okay, here's what it said. If you read the book,
victim of wealth.
If you read the book, what's it called? What was it called? Fuck, I had it. Basically,
anybody will take that deal.
Yeah, it's not one of those. When they come to places like Haiti and all that stuff, and they come in to topple it, the governments, the jackals, they'll tell you, hey, we gonna build a power plant here. We're gonna do this, that, and the third, and you're gonna borrow this money from us, and you're gonna borrow some more money. Eventually, it's gonna bankrupt your country. Mm-hmm. But don't worry, you're gonna get to eat. You're gonna play ball, and you're gonna leave this bitch rich, or you don't, and you die. But this is gonna happen with or without you. So what are you gonna do? I think I might as well fucking eat.
Yeah, nigga.
I might as well eat. If y'all gonna do this shit, that's what I'm saying. That's how a lot of the powers that be. Some people just end up, man, it's a fucked up situation, but what would you have me do? I kind of looked at it like that because they are ruling in name only. But in her 70 years, there was a lot of colonies that were still getting grabbed up and snatched. Or I don't know, near the end, we still had them. She could have, what's the name? But under her rule, she gave a lot of shit back, though.
Man, she gave Jamaica back, what, in 1982 or 1? When did Jamaica get their independence?
She gave she's still giving shit back.
She ain't giving
she
shit
just
back.
Gave Bahamas their shit back.
It wasn't hers to fucking begin with.
That's why people don't respect power. Anything's yours that you can take.
It wasn't hers to begin with.
It's not how power works. Anything's yours that you can take. Who could take it away from her? She got it.
Okay, so same goes for the niggas that rob PB and Rock.
I mean, that's the laws of nature. It's unfair. It's unfair, but that's the laws of nature.
It's his.
It's not right, but that's the laws of nature, right? That's how it goes. People always want to break down things. That's how power is at the end of the day. Will the person force their will on you? Will they do it? Yes or no? If they choose not to, then you be like, then they bless you. But there's some motherfuckers that be like, nah, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my will on you. I'm gonna take your shit from you. And if you can't take it back, all you can do is complain and say how evil they are and everything else. But isn't that nature in the grand scheme of things? The more stronger is going to take it. That's all misogyny is. When people say the misogynist system, the male system, it's the bigger sex of the two species. The bigger one's dominating the species because we're the bigger one.
And all the ladies do is complain.
That's what they're gonna say. Who's evil? What else they're gonna do? They're not the bigger one. That's how life works. The bigger one's gonna take your thing, and all the little ones, all the other one can do is villainize and make the person seem evil or not understanding. But that's nature. The big dog takes the shit. Now the big dog gives shit back. That's grace. So look at that. She gave back a lot of fucking shit. She's about to give back Hong Kong. They fucking crying over there like babies because, she gave it back, but you know who it goes back to? It goes back to China. Mm. I mean, over there. So, they didn't want to go back to China. They like the freedom that was under them. But like, it's crazy whenever you see the British monarch and all that. When you see, I think it was all but like 20 or 40 countries they didn't get. These motherfuckers almost had the whole world, bro. Mm. So it's kind of wild that they really thought they was going to pull this off, though.
Pull what off? What are you talking about?
They try to take the whole world. One nation really almost had the whole world.
I'm pretty sure the U.S. could have did that shit.
When? U.S. derives from them. When U.S. never had that like that. U.S. was never that strong. Shit. You mean in our lifetime? Nah, there was always too many. By the time U.S. got bold, there was other superpowers. The U.S. never got that. They had it at the fucking. Them motherfuckers are stealing shit from China, bro. Come on. Shit like that don't happen no more. They took India. They're taking a lot of shit, but on their watch, you talking about millions of people who have died. Because I believe the Great Indian Famine was caused by them. This is just off of, we still need our tea, we need our thing. We don't give a fuck what y'all doing over there. You got King Leopold, what he did with all the black folks chopping off their fucking hands and Belgium and all that shit. All that shit from these royal dynasty shit is fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Black countries in the world. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point where they ran everything, and when they started scaling back, they just divided up with the rest of the superpowers. They said, U.S., you get a cut. France, you get a cut. It's like and people could look at it like it's evil, but that's what that's what the big dogs do. They got together.
They break bread.
They broke the countries down apart. You get this part, you get that part, and I feel us being victims, let's say like black folks, because we didn't benefit from it yet. Maybe our time hasn't come, but since they derive from us, whatever it is, maybe we look at it, we have to look at, they're especially evil, this, that, and the third, but you got to do what's best for your people.
I guess, but that shit didn't move me. The queen dying at 96. I'm like, bruh, she lived a good life.
She had a great life. Yeah, she had a good run. She lived the life that she had to live. It did make me realize, though, that anytime these people come in town, like a presidential debate, I'm going to go to them. Because, these are some people like, man, fuck these people like this. And these are some of these great characters in life, whether you like them or love them. You're never going to be able to see them again. You're going to probably always hear about them. You might wonder, where the hell was you at? Did you ever just hear about him in passing? It's like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was live in our lifetime, but we never saw him live. Sometimes, like, I remember you went to the Trump concert. I mean, the
rally?
The rally.
Hey, we gonna see Trump. Trump ain't nothing.
It's something, nigga. This was one of 44 people in the world to ever rule the most powerful nation.
One of 45.
One of 45. That matters, bro. We can't.
46 now.
Yeah, we can't act like that's not a great feat. So there's some watching, being able to physically witness greatness, whether you like it or not, or even powerfulness, it matters. That's one of 45 people in our life, in our lifetime. There's only but so many presidents. You know what I'm saying? That it matters. I like people like that. If they ever come to any royal or any president come to town, I'm going to go at least one rally. Like I said, when I get older, do you ever see that person? Yeah, I've seen that person once in concert or seen this one person talk. It's like a celebrity. I'm still mad that I've come to think about it. I've never seen no Jay-Z concert. I got to put them now. I'm going to put that on my bucket list. Got to see a Drake. There's some fucking greats in our very time that we're not. Nigga,
your bucket list is my past life.
You seen Jay already?
Drake?
I didn't see Drake. When the fuck you seen Drake?
UCF.
Oh, I never seen Drake. So you caught him when he was still coming up.
This was early Drake.
Yeah, I've seen
right
Wayne.
After, what's the If You're Hearing This Is Too Late album?
Yeah.
I think that's when he was at UCF.
Yeah, man, you gotta catch some. You talking about some of the GOATs, dog. It's like being able to watch a fucking Mayweather fight at one point. You're looking at some of the greatest to ever do it in your lifetime. Yeah, maybe even in the future. You gotta witness that shit.
Mayweather live.
You gotta at least say I went to one of them.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, yeah.
But Jay-Z, you talking about the fucking most successful rapper in history. the first billionaire rapper. Man, you tripping.
That's
I gotta
on
see
your bucket list?
I gotta see Hov, though. I gotta fucking see.
Give me a bucket list so I can check off for you.
And I already told you the Beyonce. I had to see her after seeing that Homecoming thing. When I
haven't seen a Beyonce yet?
No, I never seen it. My sister went. My sister's a big fan. She didn't see several Beyonces, but remember after seeing the Homecoming, I said, "Oh shit, I gotta go to one of her fucking shows. This is next level."
Been there, done that, bro.
Okay. But had you not, I'm just saying, some of the greatest deserve our attention. Deserve to go, whether you like them or not, just for
I mingle
time
with these
stats.
people, Nate.
You just be right.
I just be mingle with these people, bro.
So it's one of those things. A lot of people were celebrating her death and this, that, and the third. But like I said,
I ain't gonna celebrate her death, but I ain't gonna cry over it.
It's not worth crying over. She's 96. You know what I was saying? But a lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, we don't give a damn," or it's reparate. It's like I said, the powerless. That's what it comes down to. When
everybody think karma is everything. Like I don't think people really understand what karma means.
Yeah, they think it's that. And when I realized the powerless,
like someone 96 dies and you say it's karma.
Yeah,
bruh,
karma runs slow. Give me some of that karma. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, and I feel like the powerless is always the loudest. They always want to feel like they got their get back. I'm like, you ain't getting no get back. This lady lived a lovely life and rode off to the sunset. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I wish I could live to 96.
Yeah.
Y'all can slander me after 96. I'm fine with that. 96.
She have the world's most expensive diamond. I believe it was like $200 to $400 million.
And that was what?
It was
stolen from the where?
Yeah, from
stolen
Africa.
From somewhere in Africa, of course.
Yeah, years back, the place still tried to ask for it back, but she's like, "Listen, man, this is one of the shit we got along the way, dog. We can't get this one back. You know, this is one of the trophies. This is one of the good times. You know, this is one of the to the victor goes the spoils." I think a lot of people think that, and maybe it works. Maybe in the long term it works. Just asking for your shit back, you can shame motherfuckers to finally give your shit back. Maybe that's how reparations gonna work. Maybe 50, 60, 100 years from now, white folks are like, cut these black niggas a check. Your great kid's gonna get the check. And maybe that'll be happy enough for you. Maybe are people cool with that?
Nah.
Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that's around here that ain't had nothing to do with slavery. And they don't feel a reason to cut y'all a check.
The longer it goes,
the longer it takes, more people gonna be like, the more people gonna like, I don't owe y'all niggas nothing, bro.
The hardest gonna be to figure that shit out.
It is, but look at Queen out here giving out whole countries. Giving back whole countries. She ain't got to do all that. What's worse is she has a thing about giving you back your country and you still praise her. Like Jamaica or Canada. Yeah. These are places that swear they're independent and find out who's their commonwealth, who's on their coin.
But then they're still paying taxes to the queen.
Yep. Well, some of them don't pay taxes. Like Jamaica, they don't pay anything. But out of their ports.
Canada still pays taxes to.
Yeah, I think Canada still do. Or she's still on their. She's like their head of state or something like that. But like places like Jamaica and all that, I don't think they're paying any taxes, but they do have like different trade with them. Like that's why a lot of their, you know what I'm saying? But it's just one of those things. It's fucking crazy. So, you know, rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. Now you got your boy Charles rocking out here.
We're going to see what Charles do.
He's already and got. I
know he ain't gonna have a run like his mom.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have a run like his. No, it's a short run.
He gonna have to live to 140.
Yeah. He ain't gonna have a run like a mom. He already seen him signing. He was signing the paperwork and like the ink busted on his pen. You see him fucking pissed off. He's like, I hate this bloody thing. He's mad. People talking about he ain't got no decorum. He's kind of nothing like his mom. I'm like, well, motherfucker, he ain't had the job long enough. What you want from him? The mom been doing it since fucking birth, and she ain't give up the seat, so he was like,
know his mom at old age. I didn't know her when she was young.
Exactly.
There was no cameras around when she was young. She was probably cussing like a sailor, but now you have an old lady.
Yeah, nice.
That's when y'all know her, because that's when cameras been around.
Yeah, I didn't have her when she was young, when she was talking about chop them niggas' hands off. Don't want to give that, please off. Take a hand for every one of them niggas. I know when she was throwing those orders around.
Because to run that long, you got to be ruthless.
Yeah, at some point. What's crazy and kind of dope about the royalty thing, every few years they'd have a jubilee, like a queen's birthday, or shit like I have a big royal party, and all the royals from the world would come. And they're recognized, like the African ones, the Arabs, the places that still have royalty, they still, as much as we hate, oh, she's evil. Listen, these motherfuckers, they're in a different club. These African royalties still show up. The Arabs still show up. The old Russian princes still show up. They're like, nigga, we've been running this. This is old money, old shit. That's what I don't understand. You don't see them hating her or resentful. Like, nah, they was out here chilling with her. She knows the game. It was just a different game. We are the peasants or the victims, and we just out here thinking that there's just one evil lady. Like, there's a reason why you see she give back Jamaica, and Jamaica's talking about 12 days of mourning and everything else. It's one of those things.
It's wild.
It is wild. It is wild.
That shit is wild. 12 days of mourning, bro.
Well, how about over there? They got 2 weeks off in England.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 12 weeks of mourning. 12 days of mourning, nigga. Well, American president die.
Well, Jamaica, 12 days of mourning, they're not getting no paid off. They just no parties. They say none of that. No celebrations. Over there, where she's at, they actually have, I believe, 2 weeks off work.
That shit is crazy.
Nigga, someone gotta go. We get 2 extra weeks. Someone gotta go.
When they gonna bring that shit over here?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro?
Someone gotta. I don't want to say who it's gotta be, but someone for 2 extra weeks, we might be okay with some people going.
fucking president die. All we do is lower a flag.
Yeah, the shit's wild.
Shit is crazy.
What president we had die recently? Bush's dad? Is he still alive? He died, right?
I don't even know, bro. No,
is Jimmy Carter still around? America got some old ass fucking presidents.
No one knows if these people still alive.
They might not invite me. I believe Bush's dad passed. The first Bush. What's his name?
Bush Senior.
Yeah, Bush Senior.
Well, when whoever dies, we just gonna lower a flag. Ain't nobody gonna get no days off or nothing.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter's 97. 97. He's the oldest living one. So yeah, Bush Senior died.
Outlived the Queen.
What else we got?
Where we at? We kind of jumped off track because we missed the Queen. Where we in? I guess we could jump into politics. The Chicago's state of Illinois passes the no purge law. Mm-hmm. That goes in effect January 1st, 2023. And I guess this law, a lot of people are upset about this law. I guess there's certain crimes that you're not gonna have to post a bond.
Here's the thing:
just release on your recognizance.
I seen today on it's fucked up because the sheriff out there made it seem like it's about to be the purge, Wild Wild West. I seen folks online post. I got a homeboy who's Christian who tried to say, "What's this country coming to? This is what we're going through." And I seen a black lady one on there. She's like she's like a public defender. She's like, "No, it's not gonna be like that. All we're doing is bail reform. Not all crimes going to require you to have a bail. Or if you have a crime, you have like 48 hours to turn yourself in or post it or something like that." And she's like, basically, the only reason they should hold you have, basically the court will have to show that you either are a violent risk or you have a risk of running.
A flight risk.
Flight risk.
Which is always the case. They just usually revoke bond.
Yeah. But it's not always the case because the bond amount is always crazy. So a lot of broke people get caught in the system just because they're broke. And she's like, in America, it's innocent to proven guilty. So you shouldn't just be in jail because you don't have the money to bond out. And she was like, and there's some cases, some people in that jail 1 year, 2 years. She's had clients been up there for 8 years. She was like, that's what y'all don't understand. She's at places like Rikers. They had 13 deaths last year. They're at 12 this year. These are not prisons. These are jails that they hold you while you're going through trial. So how is people dying, getting raped, and getting killed in a place that's just a center to hold you till you're found guilty? She's like, no one in Rikers is guilty.
Mm-hmm. Or has been found
guilty.
But there's a lot of guilty.
There's a lot of guilty motherfuckers in that bitch.
They just haven't been found guilty.
Yeah, that's true. But she was like, it's crazy that you could be in there 2 years, 5 years, 8 years. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. I always feel like if you're in there more than 2 years, it's because they probably have a fucked up case against you. Because that's one of the practices.
That shit just takes a long time to fucking go to trial, bro.
No, because you can always ask for a speedy trial. If they got
the speedy trial is not that speedy.
I don't know how the homeboy that got railroaded. You say, oh boy, got railroaded in less than a year. If you ask for a speedy, they'll give you that speedy, but you may not want that. The time don't work in your benefit. Especially if
you're innocent.
maybe if these motherfuckers, you already know when they lock you up, they plaster you on the news and make it. You may not want the jury to remember what just happened. Sometimes the time works in your favor. A lot of ways it works in your favor, especially let's say if you are a killer and the crime's heinous. Sometimes you want to sit in that bitch for 4 or 5, 10, 15, 10 years even, fighting emotions and pushing back. Because now the death's been so long, I also got time served. And now maybe the prosecutor's going to be like, fuck it, give him 15. He already did 10. That's the 25 right there. As opposed to when this motherfucker just got out of school, like, I'm going to bury this motherfucker. I'm getting my stripes off him. Now he wanted to give you 50. Now you got your clean 20, you know what I'm saying? And you already did 10. You're like, shit, I just got good behavior. I'm out of here. But it's a fucked up system that if you ain't got no money,
you can't get out.
You can't get out. And you just got to sit. Meanwhile, you're losing your job. You're losing your livelihood. You're not getting paid. So they're getting rid of all that. They're like, you should only be, jail shouldn't, because that makes the rules only apply to the poor, because the rich person always could pay a bond.
All right.
So, like, why should they be allowed to just go out at any time because they got the money while you're being punished again for being poor? So now that they're trying to do bail reform, a couple of states already done it. Each time this happens, you have the bail bond union and all them police officers union. They start fighting back, start making it seem, it's about to be crazy out here. They're letting all the killers go. They're letting it like that ain't the case.
Right, and they post like some of the crimes that won't require a bond. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if these people even looked at the law. Shit is all on social media. Yeah. So I guarantee nobody has actually looked through this shit and actually confirmed that these crimes that they're posting is the ones that don't have no bond and shit like that.
It's worse than that, because if you look at it, places like CNN aren't reporting on shit like this because, they got no teeth. If you look at all the places that they're promoting this, they promoted it on all the black networks. That shit was on Shade Room. It was on Academics page. It was on Baller Alert. They're like, damn, this like Illinois is really about to get down. People are shocked. It's like they're smart. The very people that this law is meant to benefit, they're scaring you.
Yeah.
So we're like, nah, man, y'all need to keep them back. Because, like I said, majority of black folks are not criminals. So we're cool, law-abiding. We're like, yeah, lock these niggas up. We won't hear that, but we don't realize that, motherfucker, you're the one that this is going to harm, because you could be innocent too and get locked up, and now you need bond to get out.
And you ain't got it.
Now you got to sit for 2 years. This rule's changing it. But would it be so bad if we had no bond? I don't know if people be like, it's about to be crazy. It's about to be lawlessness out here. I feel only people that fear lawlessness.
They're acting like this law says you're not allowed to arrest people for these crimes. Like, these people are still going to get arrested, still have to go to trial, still what's name. If they skip trial, they still going to be warrant out and arrest them and all that shit. It's not like you do these crimes and you get away scot-free. There's no consequence. There's still consequences. You just don't have to put up money before you get sentenced or tried.
It's a two thing. Not only that, it's the fact that a lot of people that, as much as they complain about the law and shit like that, they use it as a protection.
And it's the same people that are saying get rid of the police.
Exactly.
That are angry about this fucking shit.
Exactly. Saying
like,
defund the police.
Don't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah, you're saying defund the police, but you think as soon as they get defunded, this shit's gonna get crazy. So you really believe in some belief that the police are protecting you.
Exactly.
As much bullshit you're saying. I'd be putting on my devil's advocate hat. I'd be like, would it be so wild if we had no police? If this shit was the wild, wild west, would it be that bad? Because I'd be thinking in those areas like, God damn, if I lived in that area, I'd come out this bitch rich. If there's no rules. Rules is what's stopping a lot of motherfuckers from being rich as they need to be.
Yeah, it's rules is also keeping a lot of motherfuckers alive.
So that's why I feel like you scary motherfuckers, y'all. That's what y'all. I'm cool either way. This way safe. But if this shit goes into no rules, nigga, I'm about to eat.
Yeah, nigga, we surviving.
We surviving out here. We gonna make it. We gonna make it work. Because I see how the people because what happened is when there was no rules, a lot of people did whatever they wanted to, and when they got in a position, they put in the rules. That's all rules are. Rules are former criminals getting in positions and putting in rules so you now could either not elevate or not do what they had to do to get there. So, for example, you sold a shit ton of liquor.
Just like I was about to say, the prohibition and shit.
You sell a shit ton of liquor, you become rich, you become Anheuser-Busch, you become Bud Light and all that stuff. And when the shit turn legal,
you put some rules
on it. You put some rules, you're another end.
So you're the only one that can eat off of it.
Yeah, you put some rules. You go in there and be like, oh man, this shit needs to be regulated. Some shit that costs a lot of money for it, it's like an economic moat. You make it harder for other people to get in. So now you have the advantage. You have the monopoly.
Just like weed.
Just like weed. Yeah, that's all. That's all laws. That's what people don't understand. That's what laws are. Laws are just a group of motherfuckers just coming together and saying what's great for the other half. But it might not ever apply to them. You know what I'm saying? They might have smoked weed all along, but like, these niggas smoke a lot of weed. I don't think we should. Let's go ahead and make weed illegal. They still were smoking their weed. They weren't arresting. They weren't circling their blocks. They were going to our blocks and locking us up, doing all this stuff. Now, all of a sudden, in our lifetime, we're seeing the same stuff they acted like was such a danger. Like, we got to make some money in this bitch. Go ahead and pop this shit right open. And it sucks because, you know what I'm saying, that black and brown folks should be the main people that should be owning these dispensaries and all that stuff. We still ain't got them. Florida is so cutthroat that we already gave out our dispensary licenses before this shit was even legal in Florida. How do you do some shit like that? Hey. How do you give out licenses for something that's not even legal in the state yet and now we're already out of licenses? That shit is fucking nuts. That is bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some, I done set the rules to win. That's what people don't know. A lot of these rules are just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, are they common sense rules? Some rules like "die shall not kill." You know what I'm saying? That's not a rule. That's a commandment. But just in general, not killing makes perfect sense. But there's a lot of rules that are just there just because we said that's legal, not illegal. Don't mean that it caused anybody any harm. Like, why is seatbelts a law?
Seatbelts?
Yeah. Well, see, it should be no one's business whether or not if I want to be safe or not safe driving for my own safety while I'm driving.
I guess. Let's see what else is I guess you named the commandment. Thou shalt not fuck a neighbor's wife. That's not a.
You don't need that one,
yeah. We don't need that one.
But at least that one's not a law. But it's just different stuff that people a matter of just of convenience. I think I seen a show where he said that rules are for men, laws are for cowards.
Rules are for men. Laws are for cowards.
Yeah. So there might be some rules. These are the rules. Don't break them. Or these are the rules.
I guess rules are man regulated.
Yeah.
Law is government regulated.
So you
need a system to. You need a system to.
Yeah. So you say laws are for cowards. So he was like, and someone was saying, and I think I said another. I was gonna say, yeah, if the laws make sense, I abide by. If it don't, I break it. Then you have outlaws, people that break all laws. I don't follow them. But some people are like, yeah, if it makes sense, if it's not intruding to my rights, I'll follow it. But if I feel like it don't make any sense, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no one follows laws that don't make no sense though.
Plenty of people do. We fucking pay property tax.
Like spitting on the floor is against the law.
That's another one. Jaywalking.
No one follows that.
Taxes is a bullshit law. Property tax is definitely a bullshit law.
I guess taxes
are necessary. There's taxes are necessary, but property taxes is definitely bullshit. To pay for something you own forever,
are unnecessary.
Yeah, to pay for something that you own forever, is nuts, bro. And they could always say that means that requires you to earn forever. Or they could always say that's for your life, your kid's life. There's no I done bought this off. These are for my kids passing down forever. Soon as a nigga have a bad run, they got it. We take it.
Registration is the biggest fucking scam.
The car one, right? Yeah, that's definitely every year.
I own my shit.
Yep. And you got to re-register it every year.
And I got to pay to drive this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I understand insurance and shit just so everybody could leave the situation whole and shit. But registration, that's a fucking scam.
How about the fact that if you don't have the car, if you're not driving it and you have it just in your let's say you have your car just on your lawn, you don't want it, you don't go anywhere, they're gonna say, well, you have to have it. If it's not, you have to have insurance on it. If you don't have an insurance, they need the tag back because once you give the tag back, you can't get it registered.
If you give the tag back, you don't have to have a registration or insurance.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
Gotta give the tag back. You can't drive it.
Yeah, you can't drive it. That's that bullshit. So they got the game summed up, though. So there's some rules that what are you gonna do? It's just a matter of numbers. We have anything else?
Where the hell we was at?
We were at.
That was politics. I guess we could jump into sports. What you got in sports?
We have a couple in sports. We'll try to speed through it since we're running late. The Phoenix Suns owner, Robert Server, He's been fined $10 million and 1 year suspension because apparently he said the word nigga.
What was the context?
Exactly. See how you asked what was the context?
I need context.
That's what I say. Every fucking time. Like, what's the context? I guess one of his players got hit with a tech for saying nigga. And he's like, why would he get hit with a tech when Draymond says nigga up and down the court? How come he gets it? And one of his co-workers or something like that, you can't say that. They're like, why can't I say Draymond says nigga all the time? How are we getting hit with a tech? My guy saying, after a year of you looking into it, they said he's been rude and he's misogynistic in the field after a year of looking into it. But mainly it was what pushed the line was the fact that he said nigga. And I was like, bro, that context totally fucking makes sense.
Yeah, he didn't use it to degrade nobody.
Exactly. He said, I've never used it towards nobody. I never degrade nobody. I never called a group of people that.
Word.
I'm like, why this guy get to say nigga and get no foul? But my guy, who's also black, mind you
gotta say
it.
He has to say
said, but my
N-word.
nigga. You're like, yeah. But he didn't say.
I guess because he's white, he has to say N-word. You can't say the actual word.
But here's the thing. There's no such thing as you can't say an actual word.
I know there's context matters.
Context matters. And that's why at the end, if you want other people to I can't say that. If you want other people to respect, I don't even know if they will respect it. But if you really want more respect on the thing, context got to matter. You should be able to say what the fuck you want in context.
Yeah, if you're repeating the word, like
if you're repeating the word, if you're saying it in context, it shouldn't be, oh, you can't even say that word and you lose everything. That's fucking nuts.
We let actors say it.
Exactly.
And we don't cancel them or suspend them. They get to say it.
Exactly.
In the context of a movie.
In the context of a movie, a period piece.
Exactly.
This, that, and third to tell a story. So that's what I'm saying. We get to read about it in books. So it's one of those things. It's kind of like, there's a couple words they don't want you to say. Nigga, retard, faggot. There's a couple of these words that they just want you could lose everything for even uttering it. I'm like, that's not real power. And the people that got harmed by it, that's not why they got harmed by a regular person reusing the context. That ain't not going to bring the person back. It's not going to make the word go away. It's not going to make the person that hated those persons for that, not going to make them love them any better. Doing away with the word's not going to, I think we're trying to treat certain words like racism. We're just going to ignore it, hope it goes away, and think it's going to, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to treat itself.
Now, if that's the true context of how he used the word, the NBA is on some bullshit.
Here comes your boy LeBron. And that sounds fucking funny. LeBron said, what was this thing?
I think I did see something on ESPN about LeBron saying.
Read through the server story a few times. I gotta be honest. Our league definitely got this wrong. I don't need to explain why. Y'all read this story and decide for yourself. I said it before. I'm not gonna say it again. There's no place in the league for this kind of behavior. I love the league deeply and respect the leadership, but this isn't right. He's right. There's no misogyny. There's no sexism. There's no racism in the workplace. Don't matter if you own the team or not. We don't hold our league up. We don't hold our league up to the examples that we basically value ourselves at. So I don't know if he wanted the guy to get more time, more than the 1 year suspension and the $10 million. Imagine losing $10 fucking million for that context that I just said. Is that not fucking nuts? So they wax him for the 10, you know what I'm saying? You hear me?
So it sounds like I guess he wants the league to get rid of the guy.
It don't make
it sound like.
I can't argue if he's saying that. Maybe that's what it is. I can't say if he's arguing on behalf of the guy or he wants him to get rid of him. That shit sounds nuts to me if he wants him to get rid. I'm like, bro, does context not matter? So, Buddy's going to take a year off, $10 million hit. He's still the team owner, majority team owner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfuckers, I don't know, people tripping.
What else do we have? Steph Curry signs a $1 billion deal with, what company is it again?
Is it we talking about the
with Under Armour.
Under Armour?
Yeah, he signs a $1 billion lifetime deal. So,
how does that get paid out?
It's the same thing like LeBron's up to $1 billion, and I guess they cut you off.
Oh, okay.
That's a bullshit deal for me.
Yeah, because you can generate way more than $1 billion for the company.
Yeah, why cap it? Let's just keep a good thing going. That's what I just say. Like, let's just keep this going forever. Why are they? But they throw a number at you so lovely. They probably want to pay. They probably cut you a check for $1 billion tomorrow, dog. They felt like you're like, fuck it, man. Shit's gonna tight. Go ahead and cut this man a check for his $1 billion, and got it. You probably hoping that.
Yeah, and then they own your likeness anyway for that whole time, so they can do whatever they want with it, and they could generate way over the $1 billion that they're giving you, which. Of course, if they give you $1 billion, it's because they're gonna make 10.
Exactly. So they got a lifetime. So he got first person we seen have that deal was LeBron. Was $1 billion deal thing, which sounded good when LeBron got it. I'm like, damn, does this mean this guy's gonna get $1 billion because it's a lifetime? So I mean, at the very least, this dude's gonna get this deal right here is worth $1 billion worth in his lifetime. And I was like, it's not as good as Jordan's, who gets a percentage of every shoe.
Yeah.
That's the ideal deal, but these motherfuckers is not dumb. They're not giving those away anymore. And they're not giving.
What happens if? Okay, so it's $1 billion deal. What if he don't get paid out $1 billion and he dies prematurely? Like, say he dies at like age 65.
I think that's it. You die at 65. I think that's why it's called a lifetime deal. I think it caps at the $1 billion, and if you didn't get up to the $1 billion.
Then you just done. Family don't get nothing.
And that's it. But your family up until then, you're gonna eat. We're eating right along with you, a long thing. And I was like, and my thing is, what if they decide, this guy's costing us so much, we're just not gonna produce this shoe anymore? That's another way if you're not getting paid.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. But either way, these guys are already too wealthy anyways. This is just one way of him getting $1 billion. I never knew Steph Curry was gonna become a billionaire, but LeBron's the first NBA player. Active NBA player to be a billionaire. There's gonna be I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more. Who do you think is the next one that's gonna be up to get? Who has that type of fucking crazy money right now?
You talking about NBA status or?
Yeah, NBA.
I don't see one right now, other than I guess the Steph.
Does Steph have that much endorsements?
Yeah, Steph could get there.
Yeah, Steph's game changer. So if anyone deserves it, definitely Steph.
I don't see nobody else other than that.
If KD did what he was supposed to fucking do, he could have probably got there.
KD, yeah,
he's not friendly enough. He can't pull that off.
He's not a champion.
I mean, he's a 3-time champion.
2-time
champion.
Yeah, but he don't have the heart of a champion. He has championship rings.
No, it's KD.
He don't have the heart of a champion.
He has the heart of the 2 times that he won. That's not like he did.
He didn't have the heart of a champion. Everyone will tell you that.
The time that he won, he was a key player, a role player, key role player. And
he's
matter of fact, he was the MVP when he went.
Technically, he's a champion.
Yeah.
But he don't have the heart of a champion.
I think I just seen recently they're arguing about it. It was either Stephen A. I can remember who was arguing and saying how he don't have enough rings. They're arguing about it for him to be where he's at. I forgot who was
arguing who don't have enough rings.
KD.
Yeah, he only has 2.
They're saying for him to be as good as people say, they say he had enough chance. He didn't pull off enough rings after leaving Golden State or on his own, just in general, for us to hold them. Because at one point, motherfuckers said, man, LeBron's every few years, every year we always act like LeBron's, he's at his hump, he's out of here, here's the next guy. But KD was fucking cooking. We're like, bro, KD was, what I'm saying? It's hard to say KD, it's not even hard to say. KD was better than LeBron for about 2 years there, though.
He may have been, but who was winning? It was either LeBron or Steph winning.
I mean, KD won with him.
When KD was better than LeBron.
When KD was with LeBron, when KD was with LeBron, when KD was better than LeBron, he was on Steph's team, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't.
That's why it made it count. But he was better than LeBron. This motherfucker was cooking before he got injured. And he's still back to balling now. And it looks crazy that he even wants to leave a team. So is he still better than LeBron? I would say he might be better than LeBron right now. I don't know if he's not injured. Yeah, I don't know if he's not injured. He might still very well be better than LeBron right now. So people are trying to grasp it like that.
It depends on how you look at better, bro. Because there's a lot of factors.
How much switch ups can LeBron do? He's got to be on his way out. Because if we see this guy do another career shake up one last time, it'd be fucking crazy. How much time? This dude done lost weight. He done did everything. He went from being a powerhouse to leaning up. What more can you do to get more out the game?
That nigga gonna shave the head, bro. Once he shaved the head,
come back footballing.
2 rings.
I mean, how much can you squeeze out of a guy? See, at least Curry, we know Curry still got plenty left in the tank. This motherfucker ain't had to work. I just pull up and shoot. Yeah, Curry can play for another 10 years. Yeah, but LeBron, how much do you got in the tank? Because LeBron had to learn how to. That's another thing I give LeBron. He had to fucking learn how to shoot.
He had to learn everything. Well, yeah.
When the game changed, he changed with it. Westbrook hasn't changed. A lot of people can't do it. He changed right along with it, and as a key shooter, fucking monster. Right along with it. So like how much adjustments can one key guy be? It's one of those things like, that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron's another person I gotta fucking go watch. See, that when we seeing greatness in our lifetime, you gotta go witness it at least in person, niggas. How else can you explain this when you get older? We didn't get to see Jordan.
I told you your bucket list.
Oh, you didn't see LeBron too.
I done checked that shit off already.
LeBron too. But it's like Jordan, when you wonder how does one guy fucking win 3 in a row, leaves,
he didn't win 3 in a row. Oh, you talking about Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How does one guy win 3 in a row, leaves, take a break, come back and win another fucking 3? How do you impose your will on all these other fucking teams like this?
Yeah, I didn't get to see. Well, I was, 98?
Yeah.
I was,
we were kids back there.
I was 11.
But that's what makes greatness, dog. Because it ain't like that. There's so much other factors. Other people that have their own agendas, nigga. They all also want to win, or they might want to be MVP. Who knows? All these other players got their own shit, and you're like, nah, this is my year, and this year's my year, and that year's my year, and it's just like LeBron going. That's why I give LeBron props for even going to the finals just about every year, almost. You know what I'm saying? Just that guy, just that alone is massive. But closing the deal is a different type of fucking monster, though.
Yeah, closing the deal in 6.
Yeah. So, I think people think that Kobe thing is right around the corner. So they don't even talk about LeBron catching Kobe. I think people think like he might be able to clutch that and catch that. That 5th isn't that unbelievable.
I think a lot of people already put LeBron over Kobe, especially when Kobe was alive.
Yeah.
When Kobe was alive, Kobe was number 3.
Yeah.
To everybody, or at least, number 3.
Yep.
But with his death, I guess, death always gives you
elevate
a little boost. So,
but I mean, the Mambo is a fucking monster too, though.
Yeah, he got
5.
Yeah, he got one more than LeBron. So,
yep. But it's always an asterisk though, because he got the first 3 with
Shaq.
With Shaq, so there's always some kind of an asterisk there.
But then when you go and win 2 without him,
then you kind of solid that. Then you make yourself true.
So.
Yeah. And then you have LeBron. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, if you're able to win it, it kind of solidifies your thing. So like, LeBron winning that
That's
one.
the same thing with LeBron. Like they said, the first 2 he had to have Dwayne Wade. Then he went and got 2 without Dwayne Wade.
I think the Laker ones might have even mattered more because he won one with Kyrie. I think that should matter because it's fucking. I don't see how that one can't be. He did Kyrie, but when he went back and won that last one with the Lakers. Now people try to put, y'all just put it out because of the short season. Like, everybody had a short season. And the guy came out there and I played. I won the championship that season. And I had the shortest season after that to recover and replay again while everyone's injured. Remember that NBA season ran late and they came right back after and had to defend the championship. Super short.
Oh.
So who knows? Yeah, what else do we have? Steven Jackson, saying your boy was saying how he had to check in. Y'all making fun of him a couple weeks, so he came back on there like, yeah, that's why I check in, nigga. I check in everywhere I go. Nigga, I got a family what's his name? Just like y'all know he follows protocol.
Niggas with family, why are you putting yourself in dangerous situations?
Here's what I'm wondering. If a robber robs you, can you be like, hold on, bro. You ain't got it. You could take this right now, but it's short-sighted. What if I just check in with you right now? And not every time I come here, I'm going to break you off. You could get this little $5,000, or you could be every time, you my point man. Well, the robber be like, this might not be a bad deal.
Nah, the robber might be, I just give that nigga a bullet.
Besides
give that nigga a bullet.
You're like, this might not be a bad deal. You're like, all right, just give me your watch right now, and I'll give it back to you next time you check in, just to see if you're honest, to hold you to your word. Yeah, that might be what it is, though.
But Steven Jackson, come on, bro. You're a grown ass man, bro. Fuck is you talking about checking in everywhere you go? Like, how you think Steph Curry has to check in? You think LeBron has to check in?
I mean, there's different. I mean,
you think Kobe has to check in?
Nah, Kobe.
You think Jordan has to check in? There's a certain level you get to where you don't have to check in no more.
You're not gonna be in the hood area anyways, though. I mean, if LeBron pulls up in your area,
yeah, LeBron might pull up to one of these community centers and stuff like that to like volunteer, give shit to the kids. He don't have to check in with the neighborhood first.
Yeah,
that nigga just pulls in and do what he came to do. Ain't no checking in for a certain status. I guess Jackson has to check in because you're not there.
Not there. And because a lot of athletes do be liking to be draped up and icy and shit like that, so maybe you gotta check in if you want to.
Some niggas don't have to check in, bro.
If you want to live life, if you want to live like that,
certain people don't gotta check in, bro. I doubt Jay-Z's checking in.
Jay-Z ain't going to the fucking hood, so I don't see him checking in. Jay-Z's coming with your local.
Niggas listen.
Jay-Z's coming out there with your local municipality, though. He's coming out there with your governor with him.
That's the thing. Like, niggas is not going to the hood. Niggas is going to do arenas and checking in with niggas in the hood.
Yeah, but in a place like LA, it makes sense. I mean, if you were to just stay at your resort, just go do your show and dip out.
Yeah, that's what I'm flying in. I'm going to the stadium or the arena.
Yeah.
I'm doing my show. I'm going. Niggas is still checking in for that, Nate.
I think why they checking in is because what happened is they're flying in, but they're doing local shit. They're trying to get girls. LA is just a different beast, bro. Like, they say motherfuckers running you down from the tarmac, dog. Right when you go down there already, hey, what's name's in town? Here's the car. LA is treacherous, dog. You can't say, this is its culture. How many celebrities that died over there, dog? Fucking.
It's only black celebrities.
It is black.
It's only hip hop celebrities.
Yeah, but that's the culture there. It's not like it's just niggas in the hood. It's the police department. That's a thing in LA they do. We rob rich black people. We rob hip hoppers.
Yeah. Not rich black people.
Yeah, hip hop, exactly. Yeah. Hip hop, that's part of their economy.
What's the dude that paid off Morehouse thing?
Oh yeah, you talking about Todd Smith,
richest black man in America, whatever he is. That nigga ain't checking in.
Of course not. Yeah, it's rappers. So LA,
it's rappers, bro.
LA's
rappers and R&B singers that are gangsters.
Exactly. LA's culture is rappers are on the menu.
I don't even think R. Kelly would have to check in.
He might, depending on which R. Kelly. When he was near the end, when he was doing a lot of hip hop rapping and shit, they probably had his
that nigga ain't got to check in, bro. You talking about the Pied Piper, bro?
The Pied Piper have to check in at the end.
Pied Piper don't got to check in, bro.
But you know, it's that cult over there. Everyone sees that if a cop think he can set you up or he got a home, because you know these cops they come from the neighborhoods and shit like that. LA's cops be in gangs. You know that there's gang units inside the gang.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
So that shit's fucking wild. So imagine like, hey, what's name's in town? He got a homeboy, he got a cousin. I can help y'all set that up. Do one of those plays. It's a shakedown every way you think about it in LA, though. You either got to pay for the police department to protect you. If you don't go that way, then they're going to say, well, I don't know what just happened. And they're going to allow the fucking civilians to eat your life. Listen, it's a shakedown.
They might have to nuke that place.
Yeah, shut it down. Any place that has like 8,000, I believe that's how much, 8,000. How many gangs are in LA? It's a crazy number. It's got the most in the U.S. Anytime you have a place that y'all have allowed the citizens to compartmentalize that much, y'all got to shut that shit down.
Yeah, LA's different, bro.
Because that shit is crazy.
Maybe we need to start running that play, bro.
450 active gangs in LA.
Maybe we need to start running that play in Orlando.
But LA is one that's so much. You would have to get the people from the airport. You'd have to get the police department. They have so much motherfuckers that are part of it. It's nuts. That's why Suge ran for so long. Ran LA how he did. That was part of their culture. They got police on payroll. Motherfuckers was robbing wealthy people and nothing was happening. And they said this shit was happening even near the end. I remember I hear Jamie Foxx's story. Matter of fact, Fat Joe's story, where he said, I think T.I. might have got robbed. Like, them niggas were going on stage for an award show, and before you go get your award, there's like a line. Here's Suge and them sitting down. Before you can go get your award, you have to pass. And he's telling people, go ahead and just leave this here as you go by. You'll get it when you come back. Niggas is really taking their jewelry off as you check them out. Because what are you not going to do? Go on stage and get the thing? Are you going to run away? It's already too late. There's a bunch of brolic niggas backstage. How did this guy even get backstage? And how does this nigga make that? That's what I'm saying. The whole shit's a setup.
That's a play.
That's a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga take all that jewelry off before you get on that stage, playboy.
And now you getting off stage and the shit's crazy. And then he said Cool and Dre was in line and they're about to get, like, oh, you a fed up? No, that's my dog. Go ahead and let him go through. And now the next rapper's like, hey, Suge want to see you. And now you gonna run the shit. He was a terrorist, dog. But if LA actually runs like that, it's fucking crazy. I mean, these niggas is nabbing you at Airbnbs. LA is insane, bro. But if you're an actor and I like to believe you're on the other side of town, maybe it's different.
As long as you're not hip hop, you good.
Yeah, as long as you're not, you should be able to dip out. You should got the. Yeah, I don't think Justin Derulo's checking in.
Justin Derulo, the big pop guy always doing the dancing. Justin Derulo. I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian's not checking in. Bro, it's only black hip hoppers that gotta check in, bro. Nobody else.
No, it's nuts. What else do we have in sports? We did Steven Jackson, Brett Favre. He got caught scamming or some shit. Apparently, his company stole like $1 million from the citizens of Mississippi.
How? How do you steal from the citizens of Mississippi?
Let me see.
Niggas bought something that wasn't what they thought it was. They call it scamming.
Okay, apparently former Governor Bryan helped Brett Favre secure welfare funding of $1 million. So he did it through like the governor. You know what I'm saying? You know how these white guys do. You know what I'm saying? But they're able to find like text messages to find out like it's some kind of quid pro quo type shit.
Can't blame Brett.
And in the texts, you can see if you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from? Favre wrote this in a text. And he said the guy wrote it back, no, we never had this message publicized. So the nigga already knew this some spicy shit. If you even have to say, is there any way these motherfuckers gonna find out? You on some foul shit. You know what I'm saying? They already got you. Shannon Sharp was.
You know you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing.
You already know you're doing something you're supposed to be doing. So Shannon Sharp saying, how the fuck did y'all let Brett Favre to go ahead and get his, go ahead and be on the Hall of Famer and y'all got shit like this on him. But when it was, not Chad Johnson, what's the other one? T.O. Y'all trying to throw everything at him, you know what I'm saying? Making it harder for him to get in and all that stuff because any off the record stuff. This guy here taking fucking $1 million. He's like, Mississippi is the poorest state of all. So you're stealing from the poorest of the poor in America. And you over here.
Different type of fucking savage.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You're like, y'all over here acting like nothing fucking happened. You stealing from the poorest of the poor. And you out here. And y'all over here worried about T.O. He like, the standards are so fucked up like that. Yeah, so Brett Favre. Brett Favre is an American. You know what I'm saying? He's like the American dream. Now, nigga got a Wrangler deal. I don't see him going to jail, but you get the wrong liberal in office. They locking that motherfucker up. They're gonna make an example of his ass.
I can see it.
Right? They might make an example of it, but the powers that be. I think he never straddled he straddled the line. He never played too political, so he might be able to be safe. He might be able to get in and out of this with no issue. At the wrong time, I'll fuck with
out of everywhere you do Mississippi, the poorest state.
Yeah, but no one really give a fuck about Mississippi. Like I'm saying,
that's why they're the poorest state. You don't care about poor people.
No one give a fuck about this. Yeah, he did it the wrong play at the wrong spot. His ass he would never seen this. He probably this would have railroaded him. He probably would have been like, how the fuck did I get here? How am I going to jail on some shit like this? But this shit right here, we're gonna speak on it a little bit. It's gonna go away. He's gonna probably pay it back, apologize, go to press briefing. He ain't going to jail over this. He gonna say I ever said we talking about practice. He's gonna be like, we talking about $1 million. $1 million. Come on, folks. We talking about $1 million. What? So Brett Favre should be good. Last I have in sports is Floyd Mayweather might be coming back and doing an exhibition fight.
Floyd been doing that.
one more against Psy, whatever. You know the other guy that does it. You know, there's the Paul brothers and there's the other black guy that does it. SKI, what's his name? Whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Whatever his name. He's supposed to be doing a exhibition bout against his brother or some shit. Floyd stay finding a way to fucking get paid, though. That shit is nuts.
It's robbery. He told you.
It's robbery. Every time every time he say I can do a legal robbery, I'm gonna pull up my job. I dare someone to tell Floyd to save money today. But you making $40 million every 2 years doing nothing? That shit is nuts. We have anything else?
Let's see. Let me look at this list. No, I think that's it for this week, bro.
Did we miss anything else? We spoke on the King. Did we speak on Ari Spears fallout?
Oh, we didn't. And Tiffany Haddish, but Tiffany Haddish ain't catching no slack.
I mean,
did we speak on that?
We did, but I said still falling out. They made the little skit about For Funny or Die about him being a pedophile and she dropping him off and him looking at them. But my thing is, people going, it's a skit. Mm-hmm. Poor taste, sure. Was it not funny? Sure, but let's not like these are pedophiles and we got them busted. Like, what pedophile would go ahead and shoot themselves, film it, and then release the video? But that's the thing. You said
the kids were actually molested.
No, they weren't actually molested.
So it was just a skit.
It's a skit of them being. It's a skit of.
So what's the lawsuit from?
The lawsuit is from the kids' parents, saying that their kids are traumatized from that skit. The skit, mind you, that no one ever fucking seen. They got pulled. It was saying, but talking about they were traumatized. They didn't know what was going on. She said Tiffany was like a friend of the family. She told me it was going to be this, they was going to do that, and they lied. But this shit don't make any sense to me. That sounds backward, but that's completely different than actually calling them pedophiles. This is no different than they acted in a movie and you thought it was inappropriate how they acted, or they didn't break it down to you how it went. You gave strangers your kid. They didn't do that in the what's name. Your kids were clothed the whole time. They were like they were unclothed. They weren't touched. They're playing a character and the other person did what's name. You know what I'm saying? It was a little far-fetched, a little weirdo shit, but as far as the skit, it wasn't funny.
With some people, they was like, yeah, it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but if art imitates reality,
yeah,
we watch movies where kids been molested.
Yeah, that happens.
Now how
can the parents go back and sue
that kid actor comes back years later and sue and say the role, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, it's fucking acting.
Yeah, you got the check, you done got the bread, this, that, and third. It's kind of crazy for y'all to try to sue. And I thought none of this would have came out or even got shine if it wasn't for Ari Spears speaking out on Lizzo.
You can't shame fat people, bro.
Yeah, they try to
like you shame fat people or gay people, they gonna find something.
Well, you can shame fat people. There's certain fat people. You can make fun of fat people all day long. I love what you're saying. It's fatphobic. Fatphobic don't work every which way. There's just certain fat people you can't shame. Lizzo checked more than one box. She wasn't just fat. She's a fat black lady. You know what I'm saying? So the confidence.
Double whammy, huh?
The double whammy. You gotta if she was a fat black trans lady, we'll be burying Ari Spears as we speak. So, it's one of those things, he felt he put his foot in his mouth. I seen a video of him.
So was Tiffany Haddish in the skit?
Yeah, she's like the mom that brought him over to the
So why isn't she catching as much slack as Ari Spears?
They did that first. They're both being sued. But Ari Spears, the reason why Ari Spears catching is because we know it's the Lizzo conversation. The public already turned against him the week before. And they're like, oh, that's what you get. There's like a video of him kind of like teary-eyed and kind of crying. He's like, he's like, I kind of know that I'm like done for sure now. He's like, I thought I might have been railroaded before. I might be able to make a comeback, but like now, after my thing and this, I can say I'm kind of done for now. But people are making it seem like, that's your life. But he's always very emotional. You got him on his podcast. He cries plenty of times on his podcast for random shit. There was an episode of him being an atheist, and I'm telling him how he doesn't believe in this, because how the little babies in the world grew up with cancer. He got teary-eyed and that. He's just like an emotional guy. So it's not like for people thinking this is a gotcha moment, like, if you think this is a gotcha moment, then he's playing this perfectly, because you could flash back 10 episodes where he cries in every episode. He's one of those guys that got a problem showing his emotions. It's his podcast. And he's kind of like, him and Corey Holcomb are almost the same, even though they don't get along.
Corey Holcomb's a funny dude.
Corey Holcomb's a hilarious dude.
He's a funny dude.
Remember, Aries Spears got punched at Corey Holcomb's podcast.
Was that was Corey Holcomb's podcast?
Yeah, the 5150 podcast. When he's talking junk to Aries Spears, Corey Holcomb's homeboy, and the guy got him and started socking him. Yeah,
that was his shit.
Yeah, that's Corey Holcomb's shit.
Oh, no wonder they got beef.
Yeah, because he said he had to sue him and all that shit, and he was like, "Yeah, Leo Phillips motherfucker sue me." But they're both kind of like, they're independent. They're in their own world. They're gonna get their bag anyways, but they're never gonna be mainstream enough that they're gonna accept them because they're both too. They're both too opinionated.
They're not PC enough to
exactly.
go big.
And the thing is, Ari used to be that when he was on Mad TV. Man got lots of talents. He does lots of impressions, but he didn't want to stick to that lane. He could have stuck to that lane when he got out of Mad TV. But he decided to start doing interviews. He said some shit about Jews earlier, and that kind of threw his career in the whammy back then. And he just started doing his route, just saying, fuck it around, I'm just going to be me, stuck me. So when he started getting back to the light again now,
he done said something about the fat
shit up
chick.
again. But he's always very pro-black or very unapologetic or not even pro-black. He's very opinion. Like, he doesn't like to do shows that like people like, well, you got all these podcasts, you always do shit. How come you always do some shit with Spears and Steinberg, the Jewish guy, or this, that, there? How come you don't have them put no niggas on as much as you've been on? And he like, look, man. He said, I don't like to do a show where I come in and there's too much of the same thing. So if I come in on the lineup, I might come in and, it might be me, a white guy. I come in, I do my thing, I dip out. I don't want it to be me. I'm a little bit vulgar. And then here comes a bad guy. Oh, me, I got a big dick. And then the next bad guy coming. Oh, me. You know what I'm saying? He's just too much. Mm-hmm. He don't want to call it Sambo-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much of the same. Too much just a black night. He's like, I'm not just a black night comedian. I'm any spectrum comedian. So I can't be followed by a black guy that's only one way because it's going to look like it's just a black night.
Man, I get it.
But that's just his opinion, you know what I'm saying? He said there's very few that could float on both. There's like a Godfrey, but there's a lot of comedians, they just do this one thing and they come in, niggas this, that. He like, depending on the crowd, they might not be in for the racial break up the tension type thing. Because I've always felt there's some comedians, they ain't got no problem. Like, God damn, you motherfuckers don't give a fuck if y'all hurt people's feeling. Like, y'all come in this bitch, y'all ain't got no problem making white people feel guilty at all. Like, who's your boy? Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney?
Yeah, Paul Mooney lived for making white people feel bad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't care that bitch. You white people just the worst. Just come right in that bitch. Started set just like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on that type of shit. He was on, I'm giving it to everybody. I'm making this, we're all out here to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You got to imagine, them white folks, when they getting cooked like that by Paul Mooney, how much of a good time are they having that night? Do we got to laugh? Fun. Do we got to laugh to save face? Because everybody's laughing, but they talking about, God damn, this motherfucker size me. It's one of those things. But so some black folks don't ride for him because he said shit like that. But he was like, but he's very critical. Like, you're like, yeah, he's very critical of lots of shit that he doesn't hold his tongue. And either way, just another thing that happened, people were mad at, how they were mad at Fat Joe this past week for saying that Latinos them created hip hop. He was like, yeah, they were there. He's like, I don't think people don't realize that if you know the history of hip hop, this is a given. They're like, oh, here goes Aries Spears not falling in line. He's not on code, this, that, and that. I'm like, y'all niggas just want shit to be PC and want shit to be Yahweh every time. But this guy's he's a straight shooter. That's how I listen. And when you're a straight shooter, sometimes motherfuckers just like, they're like, aha, got you, bitch. You should have did that. Like a Kevin Samuels type situation.
Yeah, I revisited the Fat Joe and the hip hop shit, and I was like, yeah, can black people have something?
Yeah, that's what some people feel, but Fat Joe said 50-50. It's definitely not 50-50.
It's not 50-50. It's probably like 85-15.
Yeah, but nonetheless,
you don't get credit for 15.
But nonetheless, they were there.
They're there. Everybody was there.
Black folks trying to annex them out the bitch. Trust me. If you see it online, these motherfuckers trying to get them up out of there. And then what's worse is like, what are y'all fighting over? Y'all fighting over shit y'all don't own anything of. Yeah. Y'all fighting over the right to say y'all did it first? What good is that?
Y'all fighting over the Jews' property.
Yeah.
Jews own this.
That's what the Jewish and Aries Spears will say shit like that. Aries Spears will say just like that, and they'll be mad because you're like, listen, y'all don't matter, y'all don't own this shit. And they're like, oh, he's not falling out. That's what you understand. That y'all fighting over some shit y'all don't own. Who cares who created it first? What are we fighting over? Y'all don't own nothing tangible. Y'all fighting.
Who profits off of it the most?
Exactly.
It ain't black folks.
It ain't black folks. It don't matter who invented it. You know what I'm saying? The guy who invented basketball don't mean a goddamn thing. He ain't part of the NBA association. He don't get no royalty. He don't get no check. He don't get none of that. I don't mean nothing. Who invented it? Nobody give a damn about
What's
who invented
the greatest invention in the world? The wheel, right?
What do you mean?
The greatest invention.
Wheel's not an invention.
The wheel? The wheel was an invention, nigga.
Oh, you said the wheel. I thought you meant wheel like willpower.
No, the wheel.
It's one of them.
Imagine if the inventor of the wheel family still caught royalty every time someone had to use a wheel.
Oh, they'd be super rich.
They would
imagine saying, "Oh, my family invented the wheel." Who gives a fuck? You never watch Curb Your Enthusiasm when the person told Larry that their family made the Caesar salad or the Cobb salad?
No, I haven't.
And he tried to catch it on the episode like really? It's one of those things that you can't prove and you try to take credit for. You know, Larry's not gonna go for it.
Folding.
Yeah, Larry's not gonna go for it. Larry's like give you that look. Really? It's one of those things. You can make a lie that you feel no one's gonna really search or check. And I'm like, I don't even want to check it. I don't care. It's not a matter of a pride thing here because it don't benefit you. Even if you created black music that you also don't own, how about the fact that half of it is very destructive? Do you want to take props for this?
Hey, owning something is better than owning nothing.
That's how some people feel, right? That's owning. I guess owning something is better than them. They don't own it. They said they created it.
Yeah, no one owns it.
That's different.
Ain't no trademark on hip hop.
Ain't no trademark. And I'd be online telling these people, I'm like, listen, I said hip hop is like a religion, bro. I know you feel black people created it. Sure, we don't create it however you feel, but it ain't for us anymore. It's not just for us anymore. You can feel like it's just for you, but too much people grew up under hip hop now. You got white kids. I just seen a white guy the other day. Their kids named like this white guy, he named his daughter Shaolin, and it's not spelled like the Chinese way. It's spelled like how Wu-Tang spelled it. Because he grew up on that shit. You are now in the generation of hip hop brought up people and kids and all that. This is their religion. This is like their life. You know what I'm saying? You can't think this is just yours. Right. It'd be nice to think that. But it's not just yours because these motherfuckers got whole backstories. They don't support artists. They love this shit. They got their artists they love. They don't follow those artists. And there's so much genres that you might in hip hop that you might think like, ain't nobody listen to that guy. But for every guy you think ain't nobody listen to, he got his own little church of followers on there. Yeah, like this shit is beyond. For trying to take credit for it now doesn't make. It's like saying black folks made Christianity. What good does it do for us?
It's the same argument of black people was the creators of civilization.
Yeah. It don't do no goddamn. That's exactly
that
perfect.
Shit don't benefit
that's
black
perfect.
people.
Exactly. That shit don't benefit black people. That shit ain't better. It ain't bust down perfectly. Oh, exactly. What good is you saying that? Yeah. It'll make nothing. It's cool. We're the original, man. It's cool. What the fuck that do for me?
Ain't no fighting over it.
Yeah, ain't no fighting. Yeah. What I care about is we were the original man.
Yeah, but you ain't the top dog now.
That's all we live by. That's all that matters. That's all I look at it as. We have to end it on that note right there.
Righty. What else? You got any recommendations for this week?
My recommendation. What did I give y'all? Did I give y'all Mozzie last week?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, as I come to the conclusion, the best albums come out of the West Coast. So I'm gonna give y'all Mozzie. He signed Yo Gotti's group. He got an album called Survivor's Guilt, Fire. So I'll go with that.
Let's see what I've been listening to this week. I don't think there's nothing new that came out that I enjoyed, bro.
You don't think so?
Not that I know about it.
There's a new Jeezy and DJ Drama track.
Oh, we forgot something in sports. The Atlanta artists are mad at the Atlanta Falcons. For giving Rotimi the anthem for the Falcons football team.
It feels like the Falcons, I don't know if it's Atlanta or the Falcons, they always go out their way to diss their artists.
I don't know if this is the thing.
Remember when they had the Super Bowl, even though they have all the fucking Atlanta artists, they didn't
perform. Yeah,
and then I don't understand how you're a music city, all the music's there, and y'all still don't do it.
Listen, this is another one of those black Twitter type things. Bro.
Oh, they went off on Timmy. They said,
this is the thing. Like, okay, so if it was a country singer that was from Nebraska that made the anthem for Atlanta Falcons, would there be an outrage? Yeah, there might be an outrage. And even if it was an Atlanta artist that happened to be white.
Well, Rotimi is like a proud African. So Black Twitter really
Nigerian.
hate him. Yeah, Black Twitter really hate him.
Nigerian from New Jersey, I believe.
Yeah, Black Twitter really hate him because of that.
So but this is the thing, like no matter who got it, if it wasn't one of those T.I.'s, Jeezys, Bone Crushers, whatever Atlanta artists, they would have been upset no matter who got it. Even if the person was from Atlanta and was white and was not hip hop, they would have said, oh, your football team has majority black people. Why are you giving it to this white person when there's a whole bunch of black artists in the city? So no matter who got the shit, there would have been some outrage. They're not giving it to them niggas in Atlanta.
That ain't gonna happen.
Because you have to understand, Rotimi doesn't make gangster music.
Yep.
He doesn't come from this I'm a gangster cloth type thing. So Atlanta Falcons is a corporation. So we can't just your history matters. We can't let you T.I. Mr.
catching a charge every other week, got rape charges, got all sorts of
all types of bullshit. Gun charges, I'm a gangster type shit, selling dope type shit to represent you can't represent our fucking organization.
I feel like if they're smart, that's why you need black people. They could have given it to the Outcasts. That's unproblematic.
Yeah, you could have gave it to Andre.
At the very least, you could give it to Andre. Yeah.
Even with Big Boy, you might have been a little here.
It depends, it depends. But Big Boy's, I believe he's the biggest movie trailer producer. Offers a big in Atlanta or some shit like that. So the
people they naming it Jeezy, you really want me that owns the Falcons to sign off of fucking Jeezy doing the fucking anthem for us.
Mr. Trap or Die, yeah.
At least they still play y'all niggas music in the fucking stadium. Y'all be grateful for that shit.
Baby, I'm be thinking though, they could have did JD. They could have thought something else. JD would have been a clean, cool hit. You know what
JD may be okay.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to. My thing is, I'd be like, Rotem, why would you even take that check? But then again, why am I not going to take the check?
Nigga, I'm an artist. You asking me to make music.
I make music to anything. Whatever y'all want.
Fuck.
But I would have thought he would have thought from the blowback what happened when they changed the power intro when they had Joe change it and they put
Trey Songz
that it roast his ass. That shit got out of like 2 episodes. They took it right back off. That kind of lets you know I don't know if I want this smoke.
Niggas is tripping, bro. So no matter like the people they want the Falcons to go to, it's not a good look for the Falcons.
You know, if Atlanta had it their way, they would have let T.I. have a verse, Gucci Mane, and Jeezy.
Exactly. That would be ideal, but you can't attach those people.
And maybe throw Monica on the hook though and call it a day. They got Atlanta Falcons all the way through.
Can you attach those people to a $1 billion corporation?
No, maybe just Monica. But yeah, they're
so T.I.'s been crying about this shit since the shit came out. Like, nigga, you're not qualified. You disqualified yourself a long time ago for this shit.
Yeah.
So that's my take on that shit.
T.I. would have been there by now. Remember T.I. was walking the straight and narrow path for a minute. Then he backslid.
How you start? Listen, man.
How you start? You can get away from it. Jay-Z's there.
Yeah,
you can get if you walk clean for long enough, they'll start forgetting.
How many organizations got Jay-Z doing jingles for them?
They don't, but Jay-Z controls the jingles for the whole NFL. Remember, he's the
music. What's name?
He's the music director. Had Hov been in that meeting, Hov would have been.
Even Jay-Z ain't throwing y'all niggas fucking what's name.
Hov would have thought about it. Said, let me go ahead and get these niggas. Let me look out for one of my boys. Call one of my boys down there. Hov would have made someone from Rock Nation be on that bitch at the very least.
Yeah, but listen, it has to be. You have to be a certain type of artist to represent these.
Yeah, problematic. CeeLo would have been perfect had he didn't catch that charge early, like a couple years ago. CeeLo is another
certain niggas ain't gonna. You're not getting that opportunity, bro.
Future. You know they're not giving a fucking. That would have fucking perfect though, but you know they're not giving a Future. Imagine Future. Future gave y'all niggas. What was the song? What was Future's biggest one? Future has.
Future has a lot of big songs.
Was it Saturday? No. What's that? Future has some fucking hits, bro.
Let's see what else. What city has a football team with a lot of music coming out of that city?
No one else. I believe Atlanta do the same.
You got Atlanta. You got New York. Like certain niggas is not gonna get that look, bro. Depending on the type of music you make, you're not getting that look. Imagine Trick Daddy getting that look from Miami Dolphins.
Future had March Madness, so imagine that.
Was it official?
No, he did it. I'm just saying the song.
He did a song March Madness.
I'm just saying the song March Madness is mayhem. So
NCAA never picked that shit up and be like, "This is gonna be our anthem."
No, they didn't want it.
Because you can't do that. you can't attach that nigga's legacy to your legacy.
Yeah.
So
either way,
y'all niggas give that up.
Anything else? And I said you already signed us off. You want to give any updates?
I ain't got no recommendations for this week's folks, but you already know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you can always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com. And that voice line is always open. It stay open 407-900-6076. That number is 407-900-6076. And we'll catch you guys next week. We out.
The woman